Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go. Hello, and welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody.
And I'm Amanada. Welcome and happy Monday to all. This is a good one.
And it is a good one. Lots to talk about. And I know we both had busy weekends. Look, we already have about 100 people here in the chat. So smash that like. And right off the bat, listen, we're talking about a lot of stuff today. We were just talking about there's tons of Browntown news, hot topic news. We're going to get into Christine filing for that child support.
She sued his ass.
Yes, she did. We're going to be talking about Janelle and Madison and Caleb Brush.
Hey, look, Madison is a queen of queens.
Yep.
I was thinking, I don't even dislike Madison now, but I'm like, no, we never dislike Madison. At all.
No. It's going to get good. Yeah, and lots of things in hot topics. Excited. Are you wearing your trusty Janelle sweater?
I am. And my Janelle tree of life. I'm Janelle'd out.
I was looking right over here during the intro, and I was like, gotta put it on my Fidelis necklace.
Put it on.
I know. I got to put it on. And I got my trusty Janelle over here too. So, I mean, listen, lots of stuff in Sister Wives news, but
let's do some housekeeping. I'm gonna play the thing in a second. Oh. Love it. I love that. Oh, there we go. She's back. Actually, this is something I could have handled on my own.
Now,
I thought you were mad that I was going to play the housekeeping thing. You're like, fuck this. All right. Well, anyway, what are we doing this week, Jode?
Okay. Well, we had a very special guest. You had a very special house guest, a very welcome house guest this week.
Yes.
And he was gracious enough to join us for girl dinner and tell us all about his life upon the wicked stage, Mr. John Anchor Bow.
Yeah.
Give us a little rundown on how you know John.
Well, okay, we did Les Mis together. Both Les Mises, but the second one was the one that broke me. And I gotta say, and you got a little bit of this, but mostly Justine did, but I really spun out after that episode mentally.
I'm sorry.
Out over the course of the night, and my Google history were such things as, why am I so polarizing? How can I change my personality? Things like that. Why does everyone hate me? Because
I think John dispelled that that
100%.
belief that it was not you.
I was legit like, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm just gonna change my personality. That's all it takes. I'll just change every instinct I have of what words to say. Anyway, I really spun out. But then the next morning, I was texting you about it. You were being very nice and like, no, I love you. But then Justine was like, you're spinning out. This is not reality.
Yeah.
Enough. And then it just kind of snapped into place later that day. I was like, oh, that was an isolated incident. And don't let your mind go there, man.
Let's go. We talk about theater. We talked about everything really.
We did, yeah. And it was funny, snarky, but still respectful of the craft of theater. And and then he gave us a suggestion for next week's girl dinner.
I think I kept the graphic that I made, a little sneaky peek next week on girl dinner, airplane or airport etiquette.
Yeah.
We can't wait for this one. As you
If you
can
can't
see,
tell
the
by this
children
obvious logo.
in the overhead compartment.
Yeah.
But there's lots of Sister Wives things. First things first, because on tier 2 of We Love to Hate TV over on Patreon, you know where to find that. We are going to be doing season 11, episode 10, The Newlyweds versus the Browns. And man, these are some Tony and McKelty heavy episodes.
Okay, wow, Tony and McKelty really know each other. And it's like
Sure.
that's because he controls everything she says. She has no personality of her own.
That's right. And over on Total Request Podcast, we did an episode of American Monster. I believe it was season 7. And when I tell you this episode about his name was Emmett Corrigan.
I don't know. That left my head.
Okay, well, whatever. It's Candy Hall, Rob Hall. They killed Emmett. It's a, Mormon church adjacent sort of crime. And they did go on Dr. Phil, and you and I both watched that follow-up episode. And that
I wish we'd watched that Dr. Phil follow-up before we'd recorded, so that we could have gone harder on Candy, who was
and Emmett, who shocking, a man that cheats on his wife.
It wasn't just the
5 children, the mother of 5 of his children.
He wanted out. It was getting too difficult for him at home for his cushy fucking life.
That's right. Yeah. So check that out.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into some hot topics, shall we?
Sure. Now, obviously, the hottest topic of the week is that I had a house guest here. I managed to get through it without a second of annoyance. I was like,
oh, how are things going?
Everyone was asking me that. John is like, how are you doing?
Well, listen, I want you to know that isn't just a you thing. I would be asking anyone with any house guest, even if it was like your mom, your sister, someone else's pet, someone else in your space.
Oh, I mean, if you guys want to go to the time right after I broke my ankle and my mom and Ron had to move in with me for a month, you're getting some stories, babe. No, he was the perfect house guest because he kept his shit neat and tidy, and he allowed me to just be manic around it. And he took out the garbage twice. That was just such a huge difference in my life. I'm like, well, I mean, a man is in town anyway. So, but I just wanted to talk about this trip we took, and it gives us a little update onto our bobsled. It's not even a trifecta anymore. It's like an ongoing saga now.
Okay, let's get into it. The big
plan was that we were going to, where are these pictures? Are they in here? Did you delete them?
I didn't delete any of your pictures.
No, I found them, babe. Don't you worry. Okay, so we went to Heritage Park, and it is you're gonna like where this is going. I promise. This isn't gonna be like boring. Yay, this was fun. But it's a historical living park of
I love that shit.
They went to it on Sister Wives, where they all pretend to be like Mormon, and Kody was in awe of meeting Joseph Smith's wife or something like that. Anyway, first of all, I took a gummy, and it set in. Oh baby, right at the perfect time. But
it's the great.
Whole town, it's just this old timey town. And here's us in front of the town hall. And it was just super cute. And here's the town. I mean, we were for two people who are cynical about everything, as me and John are, we were really in our element. We were singing Put On Your Sunday. We were pretending we were in equally Hello Dolly and The Music Man, and we were just doing choreography. We're dancing, and I was being Barbara Streisand at the end of Hello Dolly, all aboard. And we were just it was just annoying but funny.
Let me ask you: are these open for business? These little places, or are these just little fake?
A couple of them, you can buy. The bakery is a fresh bakery and stuff. But dude,
that was my question: were there any bakeries, or were they sell old timey hard candies? No, I love that.
No, there's a whole candy shoppy. So we got kofefe at the beginning, but then we I mean, you go to these things to kind of also laugh at it a little bit, but let me tell you, we went into this one house, and this old woman, probably 75, in full garb, right? Because everyone's in costume. Oh, first we did see a street theater. It was called something Miracle Elixir, and we walked across the street, and we walked into the street theater, and we were like, "Do not talk to me. We're not here. We're not here. We're not here." And these actors, we just kept they were around the park, moving around the park, doing. I was like, you know what? I wish I still had that. But we went into this one house and it had this moose up here. And we didn't even know
I love that.
Okay. The moose was it's as high as the art on Kody and Robyn's wall. This thing was.
I was just gonna say it seems to be oversized for the space.
It's from 1901.
Oh,
terrifying. But we so we went in and I'm like, God, that moose is really tall. And then this woman's like, I swear to God, she's probably a ghost. We're the only ones that saw her. She's like in the kitchen. She's like, that moose was hung right at the exact level that moose actually lived. And we were like, really? And we went in. She was cutting up a rutabaga. She had some eggs that she had just gotten. And I'm like, do you think she actually lives here, John? And he's like, of course she doesn't. I'm like, well, I believed her. She's like, I'm just making some rutabaga for all the helpers. She didn't have an accent like that either, but she was really, John's like, is that carpet on the floor or linoleum? And she's like, linoleum was originated in the 70s. She just went into everything. She had a story about it. Go upstairs and look at the doll. I'm like, I actually don't really want to like walk the stairs. My ankle. No, I have a story about that doll. We went upstairs, looked at the doll. So that doll. She told this whole story. We went into the church and there was a woman.
How did Reggie feel about not being the only doll in your life now?
Sorry. Don't worry. You'll be just as infamous as that doll.
Reggie,
we went into a church and the woman came out and was like talking to us as another old woman. And I was like looking at the hymns. And then I was like, oh, I love this hymn. And then she like sat down on the piano and then I got kind of awkward because she's like, go ahead and sing it. And I was like, no, I'm not going to sing. And like, I think they both thought that it was going to turn into me like eventually singing, but no. Then she started playing and then I just kept not singing. And then I made it awkward for everyone. So then she just finished out the song and I stood.
Both you and John are professional singer performers.
That's so annoying. Anyway, so that was fun. But here's really where this gets good. We here's a picture of one of the rooms. This is really it's Lizzie's Heritage Inn. It was like going through Lizzie's Heritage.
I was just gonna say this photo could be in any historical village, town. Like I'm pretty sure this is Abraham Lincoln's house that I went through in Springfield. Like this has to be just the blueprint for any place. This is amazing.
Now I think that maybe Robyn's and handsome woman, her handsome mother may have been from this era because I recognize some china patterns from Robyn's kitchen in one of these houses. I was like, damn.
That does rival some Temptations. Although Robyn's not washing anything. I saw a sink there. And we know Robyn doesn't. No.
We went, but okay. So also we found a bobsled. This looks like maybe a bobsled made by cavemen, but here's like an original bobsled.
What?
Yeah. I was like, I'll take a picture of that.
Bobsled. It reminds me of Brian Head.
That's what you sent back to me. I want to talk about this one picture though.
Okay.
You know that picture of you? I wish we had it on here of you in the lifeguard outfit.
Of course. Okay. So for those of you who don't know, longtime listeners, there was like, okay, so think back to this could be a good girl a girl dinner episode. Outfits that you actually had in your childhood or teenhood that you specifically remember that you felt like fire in. Like you're like, I'm killing it. This is so cool. Like
all when I go out, people
are gonna be like, wow, where did she get that? And when I think this was 1990, I'm pretty sure I was 10. For me, it was an oversized like men's tank, very of the era. Like everyone had these really large tanks, huge armholes, and you would wear a tank top under it, obviously. So I saw one at like a hotel we were at in Arizona on vacation, and it said Arizona Lifeguard. It was white, red lettering. And I wanted this thing. I was like, that is the fucking shit. I'm going to walk around the ASU campus and people will be like, who's that cool 10-year-old? She's
hey, little lady, you from around here?
Yeah. And I thought it was a shit because I had a red tank top underneath. And I'm going to try to find this video or this photo at some point here today if I can. And I had red shorts and it was a good sock day. That was the other important part of this, is that I had a good sock that I could push down and scrunch a little with my generic Ked slip-on. So that's the Arizona Lifeguard outfit. Now you may proceed.
Okay, so I woke up that day. I'm like, we're gonna be outside, and like the whole establishing thing here is I need to wear my blue runners. That's just gonna be what I'm gonna have to wear. But obviously, I'm gonna look so fucking sick and tight in my outfit that those runners, I'm gonna look like I'm just out like coming from yoga or something, but I'm like super trendy. So I had this whole outfit plan. I'm like, I'm going to wear my skinny jeans, like skinny jeans, but also skinny jeans that I never used to fit into. So I'll wear those. I'm going to look like fire, and I'm going to wear this kind of crop sweater. Okay. So I put this on, and it actually did look good, I think, but the pants were not comfortable. They were like, if I even drink coffee, I'm going to feel uncomfortable. So let's put on the ones that fit me, that can go up without me opening the button, but they're still skinny jeans. So they're going to look good on me. I'm going to look tight.
You're going to feel like held in. You're like,
they're also so big that like they're long, and it's not just a cuff. It's like a cuff. So that's cute, because once I pair these with the shoes, I'm still going to look really sporty. And then I put on the crop top thing, and I'm like, well, what if I put my hands up or something? Like, I'll just put a little so tiny like cami underneath. So we're at the park, and I'm feeling tall. Plus I'm standing next to someone who's like 6'1". So I'm walking around.
Like, I'm so tiny down here. Like,
but also looking like sleek. So we're walking around, and I really thought that my legs looked so like my jeans were tight, and I was just like looking sporty. And I'm like, John, I found a water, like a miracle worker. What was called? Water.
Yes.
I mean, the joke was miracle
Helen
worker.
Keller, Annie Sullivan style water. Yeah.
Wah is what I was doing to get the picture. So I'm like, take a picture of me. I'm like, make sure you get a full body so I look like tall. This is the second picture of me taken in, I'd say, 4 years. First one is the Victoria's Secret one. Oh, and then this picture comes back. And remember, I felt tall, and I thought my legs looked long. Okay. Here it is. Thank you for laughing.
No, I'm not laughing at you. You look amazing. Well, first, it's a weird angle because, like, it's just
everything
like
about this outfit is so wrong.
No.
I hate it.
Here's the issue. This is what happens to our hair every time we come on here, where you look normal, like straight on, but there's something about this angle where it's slightly above, but it really doesn't look like above.
I'm like, make sure you take it from a top angle.
Right. But like when you're looking at the photo, unless you're really examining it, you can't tell that he's actually holding it up. So you
look how big those jeans are gone. Like I already took them to drop off. I needed them out of my house. I'm like, I wore these jeans on a first date a few weeks ago, thinking I looked sick.
You did. It's the angle of the camera that's tricking you because he's holding it higher, but it doesn't appear as if he's holding it higher when you're looking at this.
I look like Stumperella.
No, it's your buildup that made that so funny because you're like, oh, I'm pretty much just like a bobblehead. You can barely see my.
And I look sporty, is what I thought I looked. Like I look like I'm coming from the gym.
It's a cute outfit. I love this sweatshirt. I love that.
Those pants do not exist. I should have just gone with the regular jeans and then that sweater, no tank top underneath.
No, listen, this is what it is. I think the jeans are actually just too big for you.
They're way too big. You need to
size down. So like it's throwing off.
Nevertheless, she sized down. That's our new slogan, guys.
No, yes, I wrote this down. We're gonna create some merch. Whatever episode that was from. We were talking about Meri's jeans.
like as always.
And I said I want on my headstone for myself. She sized up because I don't think we should be ashamed. No one sees your size.
Right. It's a motto.
And then he said, nevertheless,
she sized
up. So
I wear that.
I would
because that is a good motto for anyone to see. It's empowering. Size up. No one can see the label. It's not like it was in the 90s where you had the size written on your pants. What kind of monsters was that made us wear that?
Still to this day, I won't get sweatshirts that are like, whatever, like Green Bay Packers team XXL. And I'm like, well, I obviously can't wear that because
how about bum equipment? Remember bum equipment? Let's make it. I have big ass. All right. Well, anyway, that's my news of the week. But
okay.
I thought it was fun. Anyway,
thoroughly enjoyed it.
Everyone, go check out. I mean, honestly, I have nothing cynical to say about that park. I was beyond impressed by the level of commitment and in character these people were. Okay. I've never had that. All right. What's an actual?
No, you have something else on there, and I know you don't want to miss this because there's a photo titled "Sandwich."
Oh yes, I also made meals each day that were themed. So I made, and I forgot to take pictures of them every single time. But last night was pierogies and craft dinner for Canada because he's leaving Canada. And anyway, but what he is binge watching The Sopranos for his first time, and I jumped in. So we watched it every night, and we jumped in on long-term parking, the Adriana episode, and it's just a slew of amazing episodes. Everyone's getting shot left and right. And I made an Italian themed dinner. So I took a picture. This is the one picture I took, but it's of this sausage and peps sandwich that we made with parsley on top. Check this out.
Whoa. What kind of bread is that? What am I looking at?
No, I bought it. It was 79 cents.
Put that back up. Oh, you can't just flash food in front of me and not have to visually eat it with my eyes. It's foil on the top. Okay, I thought it was crust.
Yeah, I didn't want anything to fall out.
The fresh parsley is a great touch.
I also ate potatoes 3 days in a row, and I haven't pooped since.
Oh, well, welcome to my world.
Welcome. Yeah. Okay. All right. What are some real hot?
What else do we have? Okay. Okay. Let's go down our list. Sorry, we have so many photos, so much news. Let's get into this. I can't wait any longer. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City premiere. Okay, you watched it, right?
I did. It was that's the Golden Bachelorette.
Oh, Joan. Get out of here, Joan.
No, Joan, we're not ready for you yet. I really hate that Meri Cosby is such a big part of it. I really that's really bothering me.
Yeah, I can't get on board with it. And it to me, it's beyond she's good for TV. No,
it's not.
A mean, cruel, mentally ill person that is I do kind of think she's just rotten at the core.
She's
I think
rotten.
People that are like that, and I think she's one of them. Heather. Let's throw this back up here again. Okay, Heather. She looks great, but she's drinking her own Kool-Aid, and it was already a rough last season for her, so I'm not too excited. Angie, I could do without. We know you're Greek. The new girl.
God, get out of here. I really actually like the new girl a lot because, first of all, she has tons of dogs. And second of all, when she said, oh, my husband's older than me, it doesn't seem like she's in any way trying to even hide it. She's like, yeah, I married a fucking rich guy. So I can do it. And I kind of respect that she's not pretending like they are in love.
I like her because I feel like she's kind of boop, boop, scooting Whitney out of the way.
You're not that might be a rivalry.
Yeah, and Whitney, oh my God, I can't with the healing journey.
Yeah. Oh, you think I'm done with my healing journey? I learned things. I did. But you, Lisa Barlow, healing journey.
The conversation between her and Meredith was so funny because Meredith was like, let's talk about the bath bombs. And Whitney's like, bath bombs? Bath bombs.
You know, baths are my thing. It's like a bath bomb.
It's kind of my thing. I said it in New York. Whitney's like, I always had bath bombs. No, you did not. I sold your products in my shop. And she's like, well, they were there, babe.
Yeah.
So are we in a fight? And then Meredith is immediately kind of like, oh, I guess it's fine.
I mean, listen, it's going to be a stupid season. They're all going to be arguing over nothing per usual. I'm probably going to think it's not the greatest arguments and greatest franchise or city, but I will absolutely be watching every single episode.
For sure. Yeah. And I don't know, I'm excited. I just really, if Meri wasn't there, I'd have a way better taste in my mouth about it. I just don't know
why do they have this big heart on for Meri at Bravo?
I don't know, because there are a few people out there that are like, yes, queen. No. Kody and Robyn are good TV.
Yeah. I mean, I would take
sorry, go ahead.
I would take what's her face back from last season, one who caused the whole big stink.
Monica.
I'd take Monica back over Meri. Unless Meri's going to get a takedown. If she's going to get to do this thing like she did last season where she picks and chooses when she participates and stuff, then no.
Well, I think that's what they're trying to get someone to have. I think they're trying to audition someone to be like her actual friend. So maybe that's what Bronwyn is there for. But Bronwyn, you're befriending the wrong one.
Someone explain the Bronwyn thing, because there's Bronwyn from Real Housewives of Orange County too, and I never heard that last name.
Those are the only 2 times I've ever heard that name.
Yeah. It's got to be some sort of religious or church or something. But
well.
Okay. Well,
right.
we saw Joan starting to pop in here. Well, who is this? Because this is not Joan.
Yeah,
Joan's
I don't know, babe. Yikes.
Joan has a face, the Golden Bachelorette, that every time you can't figure out what she looks like. You know, like every time you look at her face, you can't. Yeah.
I don't think so. I think I'd recognize her. It's like quaint.
Well, I want to know, like, what does her original face look like?
Oh, okay.
Like, what did she look like when she was younger? Because it's not this. She actually looks like Teresa here.
Teresa Giudice?
No, Teresa from last season, who won with Gary. Skidamarinky-dinky-dink, skidamarinky.
That guy's name is Mitch Wood. He always comes up. Me and Nick send stuff, his stuff back and forth all the time. Now I only watched the first 30 seconds of this before, like, I had to run and do something. Again, like, how do you do this as your life? You take care of other people just all the time. This is just what you do.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
That sucks.
No, like much. Okay, just like Christine Brown says, like, you know, she would highly recommend divorce for anyone who's thinking about it. Totally agree with her there. And I also totally agree when people are like, yeah, I don't want kids. If you don't want kids, don't have kids, because
you don't.
There are times when even your own children, you were like, why can you not be grown and go take care of yourself and leave me alone? There are absolutely those times.
Just not.
So I highly recommend not having children if you don't want to have children. I love mine, obviously, but no one should ever feel like you're supposed to.
Well, I watched the first 30 seconds of this, and I was so mad that you didn't tell me that it starts with our favorite song in the world. Remember, I sent you the clip.
Oh God, what was it?
It was when it rains it pours, but you didn't even notice. It was, and there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. Thingamajig.
Yes.
Thing can get it.
Get it. Yeah. So, there's another thing that happens where we learn about Joan's husband, Michael. And whenever she sees hawks flying, she knows it's Michael. And what do you know? Like, somewhere in the Madison, Wisconsin area, there must be an influx of hawks.
Like a hawk growing out here right now.
Yeah, like ever since that aired, Adam and I always like, oh my God, it's Michael. Michael. He's here. He's watching all of us.
How is the show?
Oh God, I mean, it is so uncomfortable to watch. There's this man, Charles, this adorable man of Asian descent, and his daughters like signed him up to go, and they show him just like puttering through the kitchen at some point. He's just going through the refrigerator, and he's like, oh, there's a lot of meat, and he's so adorable. I want to adopt him or like have him be my next door neighbor. But some of the guys, you're like, obviously she's not choosing them. Like, we already have it narrowed down to the 4 very obvious guys. Don't know their name, but I can tell you this. They're the 4 that you could tell are successful, that like make good money. They're gray. They're white. And you could tell they were good looking back in the day. Shocking that those 4 are clearly the forerunners, no pun intended. And then you have just the other ones in there where you're like, okay, they had to throw that in there for like good casting. I've never seen more emotional men in my life. There's just 4 or 5 older gentlemen who are just crying all the time because they miss their daughters and they love their children.
Do you think that Jerry will make an appearance?
Oh, I think he did. I think he called her. I think he does make an appearance.
Oh, really? Why don't those 2 just get together? Didn't work out with Teresa.
Well, I think Joan is actually out of Gary's league. Like, I think it's clear Joan has got some money of her own. I mean, she's had a lot of work done, and that doesn't pay for itself. I think it's super obvious. Actually, one of the gentlemen that she is interested in that she kept is the dad of the chick who won The Bachelor. So like now the current Bachelor is on Dancing with the Stars, and we watched half of that episode too, and oh my God. It's bad.
Why is it bad? I never watched that show.
There's just some really awful dancers on there. The dad from Family Matters.
Yeah,
Mr.
Reginald
Winslow?
Johnson.
You didn't see that yet?
No, it was bad.
I mean, he stood there and they danced around him. Anyone else watch this? Like, there's no way to describe. He stood in one place. Like, I don't even think he walked down the steps onto the dance floor. And it was just women dancing around him and him going, whoa, whoa. And they gave him like 5s and 6s. Okay, so anyway, thank you. Other people are watching. He barely moved. He's still alive. Yeah. His feet didn't look up.
Did he get like through, or did he get eliminated already?
It was the first episode. They don't eliminate anyone.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Anyway, Joan, she'll hook up with and she'll choose one of the.
Oh, but she's not going to have sex in the suites, she said.
Oh, is that what she says?
She said there's not. She said not to have beds. I'm like, you don't need a bed.
Ew. Well, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't want to. Okay, well, I'll probably watch more of it because it's, it's annoying and cringy. But anyway, so there's that. Then what else do we have? I think my edible might be kicking in. Everyone's like,
like mine did when the woman was cutting that rutabaga. Okay,
all right, so let's talk about what else is on TV. Look at these guys.
Okay. This is the Menendez brothers Monsters. It's getting quite a bit of backlash online. It's
really?
on Netflix. Yeah. Did you not know that? I saw Rosie with her glasses talking like Janelle right up here to the camera because she's like friends with Lyle and Eric. She's been saying for years that they like should be out. They should be out by now, especially they spent 32 years in there. Anyway, so Ryan Murphy, he's one of those like not a bitch eating crackers, but he's just kind of those people that I'm like, I'd be fine if he got taken down a bit. And I think this might be what's happening. I think he's just a little too cutesy sometimes. And he's a little, I don't know. Hollywood's a pretty egocentric place.
Away with things that he can't really get away with, you mean?
I think he just pushes the boundaries a lot, but he also thinks that he's like really like kitschy and like,
okay.
But I do like that he like gives older women like their careers and stuff. Anyway, all that aside. But so this Monsters thing, the first one he did was the Jeffrey Dahmer, and it was about Jeffrey Dahmer. So this one was Monsters, like season 2, which everyone assumed would be about the parents. Chloe Sevigny doesn't like animals, and Javier Bardem. But I guess they're pinning it to be that Eric and Lyle are the monsters, and there's like some weird like incest storyline where the brothers like are like in love with each other. Storyline that's been like intertwined. They're like, was anyone looking for that? Is anyone like looking for that storyline? So people are just saying like, just don't watch it. And I'm like seeing a lot of reactions on TikTok. Like, what is this? Lyle Menendez, wife runs his Facebook account. But she said October 9th, Netflix will release a documentary on the case. It'll be like Manna from Heaven after the crap that just fell outside. Don't cancel Netflix. Just don't watch a hit piece done on 2 rape survivors who live in prison, whose lives in prison were just made worse by Monster Murphy. And then right under that, she wrote, why don't male sexual assault victims come forward? Because they're afraid to run into the likes of the people who created this trash. That's why. So I'm just going to kind of listen to her and like not I just don't I don't know how the algorithms work, and if Netflix, I'm sure Netflix can see who.
I didn't know that this wasn't like endorsed by them. I thought this was going to be
they're pissed.
Oh God.
And they already made one of these, which I thought it was Ryan Murphy, but I guess not, with Edie Falco.
Yeah, I thought there was one not too long ago.
And it was good, and that one was more sympathetic. So go watch that one. And it has Edie Falco in it.
Well, I got another one for you. Stumbled upon this one on Hulu called Little Miss Innocent, Passion, Poison, Prison. Really good. Check it out. I want to say it's maybe 3 episodes, something like that. I'm first of all so surprised that we have not heard of this. This is right up your alley. You would love this. It's this chick, Caitlin Connolly, and she is like accused, or she was convicted. So it's not like a spoiler. She's in prison now for killing her boss, who is also like her ex-boyfriend's mom. And it just takes all these weird twists
This is a
and
documentary?
turns, and yeah. And they interview her, and just her affect is so bizarre. Just the way that she talks. Like at first, and this isn't like a spoiler. At first, like I totally believed her, but then you start just like picking up on things like, oh, that was weird, or that seems a little performative, and it's just amazing. I don't want to say too much because it will start spoiling it, but you'll blast through it so quickly and you'll want to talk about it. So I've been looking to see if there's any other like Datelines 2020s that have covered this story, and I haven't found any, which I'm shocked because it's a great one.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll watch it. I'm still working my way through Mad Men right now.
Oh, what season are you on?
Season 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good stuff.
I'm on a Naked and Afraid journey. I'm really into this. Yeah,
like Mad Men though. I feel like that's an era we both could live in, actually.
I don't know. I think like Kody would have loved to live during that era.
Oh God. He still thinks he lives in that era. That's why he
does. He does.
Oh, speaking of Kody, did everyone watch? Okay, now look, we usually don't say follow us on Instagram or TikTok because it's pretty much snoozers over there. But
we're gonna be learning. We're learning.
Yeah, actually, I did post a TikTok and I edited in there. God, it's just the most like, and by the time I realized what I had fucked up, I'm like, I'm just going to leave it because people had already commented and shit. But I made John watch Knife in the Kidneys, the episode, which is the one that you recommended. And the whole first half of that episode is just them sitting on those chairs. And immediately after, I just like turned my phone on and I asked him questions. I performed the Nacho monologue reading for him, and I posted it on TikTok. And I figured out a way to like make like the words appear on the screen, but then like leave. But then I kept trying it like 26 times, like I was like trying to move it at the right place. So the video is fine. It plays for about 2 minutes, and then halfway through the middle, it just like has words like over top of each other, just doing this. And then they all just disappear at one point. Whatever. Go watch it though. It's on TikTok and it's very funny.
We're over the age of 25, so how the hell are we supposed to be knowing how to do this shit?
It almost looks like I meant to do it for some insane reason. Yeah. Is that it for anything non-Brown?
Yeah, let's get into Browntown. Take us down to Browntown.
It's a big one. It's a big stinky dumps today. Here we go.
Browntown. Everything's waiting for poo.
You either love it or you don't, and I hope you love it. So first things first, everyone's talking about it. Sister Wives Christine Brown sues ex-husband Kody Brown for retroactive child support and custody.
Now, this was like when the trailer dropped a few weeks ago, and you and me both were like, yeah, the trailer dropped, because it doesn't like hit you. It doesn't hit you. This is what we've all been wanting for me, only a few years since I've known about this show, but for all of y'all, 13, 14 years, this is what the end goal was. So when this information dropped, I kind of shrugged it off. I was like, yeah, all right. But no, this is a rilla big deal.
Yeah. So, okay. I, for those of you who like just need another reminder, my ex is still suing me. He's not final, whatever, but, and just like establishing, custody and child support and all that kind of stuff.
Did he sign yet?
I haven't gotten it yet, but I mean, really no choice, but TBD, because we'll be talking about that at some point in time. Say hello, because my ex actually watches and uses our podcast.
I had to sign that because it's costing you money too.
Right. So I'm like very just in the same world right now. And a couple things that people were talking about were, okay. I'm already like seeing a content creator like in the comments, or not, sorry, not in the comments on this article.
Yeah, I love that people in the comments can be more petty than you and I can.
Oh, okay. I can't wait to go back and go read.
I mean, yeah.
Hello. Why not? I mean, take screenshots and stuff like that. So
we're just saying facts. Yeah.
Right. So anyway, in this whole world of like, okay, first of all, some people, which I think we've all figured out this point, are like, oh, she's doing like a paternity test. Okay, well, she has to do that, because his name is not on the birth certificate, right?
Yeah.
So whatever, that's like a technicality thing. The other thing that people were getting, like if you don't know that it's part of like a standard filing, and most of you probably know this listening and watching now, but like where it says, you can't disparage the other parent and you can't talk badly about them and all that. Some people like really went with that. At least what I was seeing on like TikTok and Instagram, that they're like, oh my God, that's put in there. That like,
I almost thought that was Christine just being like, and we won't talk shit about it. Kind of just like, and
like that's standard.
Right.
Like that's just a standard thing, saying like, you're not going to slander the other person. You're not going to, all that other kind of shit.
Which I would say, this is why, like, you don't we do the shade for you because you can't, and you don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
in a minute. The other thing I wanted to point out, because I was kind of confused by this too. So as we all know, Kody and Robyn are selling their house.
Yeah.
And there was a clause, because this really got me. So it's this part. Okay. So there's a screenshot. I know it's kind of blurry, but I had to find this somewhere. So it says, as part of this filing that Christine had, if the petition involves the division of property, personal property, or debt, the parties must not transfer, encumber, conceal, or dispose of your property, other person's property, and then it goes on. And a lot of people were like, oh shit, well, that's going to really fuck up Robyn and Kody selling their house or buying their house, because it says in this thing that you can't. But in like having an attorney explain this to me, this probably is very either like specific to the state or it just part of a general filing, because they're not dividing any property that they currently admit that they share, personal property or debt. So basically what I'm just saying is like, this is just like a throwaway thing. So if she doesn't have any, actually that was a really interesting comment, if we can throw that back up, force a lien on the property, but I don't think she's going to be able to do that because like she doesn't have any claim on that property, right? Oh, I can't hear you. She's not.
Sorry,
like,
I blew my nose, so I turned my thing off. But
like it wasn't part of their marital assets that they are splitting. And something else in this episode, I watched the episode that we're going to go over very quickly. There's something else to that point too that I think we can talk about. But I think that's just basically saying that he can't get rid of like anything that he and Christine had or whatever.
Okay.
I think he is still going to be able to sell his house. It's going to be where it's going to be tricky is because he is currently being sued, and I was in like a similar situation. It could mess up financing on his new home. Because he's going to have to disclose if he's currently in any litigation, and he is in litigation. And in his circumstance, he's going to have to prove his income, right, to like a bank or a lender. And they're going to want to know,
how has he even been able to do that?
Child support is going to have to be deducted on that. So like, this is great timing for Christine. Like
the way this whole week turned out. Well, first, do you think that Christine did this now because she fucking saw that Zillow listing and was like, fuck this?
I don't actually. I think she had
timing worked out real nice.
I think she had it going for a while. I think, because all this stuff, I mean, first of all, like, you're retaining your attorney. She probably had to provide a whole ton of stuff for her attorney to be like, this is what I think he's going to owe. This is what I think, but I'm sure she timed it out for the start of this season. she'd be silly not to, because she's going to get more
fucking
people
love
to
that.
her Instagram and all that kind of stuff. So good for her. But I don't know. I mean,
Well, Corey
I'm
and
sure
Carly
she had
did an episode yesterday that they put
Okay.
out. That was just like half an hour long, but they talked to a actual family attorney in Utah and asked a bunch of
Okay.
questions. And like one of the things that I thought was interesting was that Christine might have waited till Truly turned 14 because that's when like she has more rights as a kid.
I was just gonna say that.
It
Yeah,
seems like Christine
14.
really kind of had this planned out. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, once you're 14, you can change your name. You can say I don't want to go. You can say like you have more of a say. I mean,
I
there's
don't
always gonna be,
know
like
them.
a guardian ad litem, but yeah, like it can't be like, oh, okay, well, she's not here half the time, so I'm not paying my child support or whatever. Like he's not gonna have that sort of leverage.
I just love.
And
I love that there
shockingly,
is.
some men are very surprised by that. They think they can go into court and be like, I know things, I'm a man.
This is uncomfortable for me. I just love
And
that
it's uncomfortable for them when they find out they're wrong.
Yeah, that you had nothing and you just wasted a bunch of money and time. But there's a whole episode in, I think it was last season, where Kody and Christine, where they're just talking in her upstairs room. And he's like, you will not do this in Utah. And we will not, like, just him trying to scare her. And I wonder if she'd already started proceedings, like at that point, like, all right, I won't. But like, I love that because he's so terrified of it, poverty. And another thing I just wanted to ask you really quickly. This is interesting because you, I have litigated to you if you can just do the artwork, the covers and stuff, and then you do any professional sounding emails because I sound like a trash, but
No, you
but
don't.
you do all the covers. So I was like texting you a bunch of stuff last night because I went to Daphne's house while she was in Ireland. No water on at her house. I was slumming it watching this episode. And I was just texting you some ideas. Like, here's a few things you could put on the cover. And then you sent it to me and it was completely out of left field of like where my mind was going. And it was like the double. Here, can you throw it up? Are you on that page?
I can. Yes. Oh, I put it out over here.
I got it.
We have so many photos we're going to show you guys. There you go.
So I was like, it took me actually a second to get it because this just didn't stick in my mind as much. And it's the
spearmint, oh my God, really?
Double mint gum thing. Well, I mean, I did
spearmint gum.
I did audibly say out loud, oh my God, at one point where he's like, I just don't really like her that much or something like that. But it was just interesting because my mind meant more toward the like get him, like talk about his fucking art. But then it's interesting because you are in this ongoing legal shit and you've had a lot of it's just interesting to me that stuck out more in your mind, like how much he's trash talking his ex, like on how nasty this is. And I was like, that's just interesting. That makes sense that Jody stuck kind of more on that. Somebody completely trying to ruin your entire name, accusing you of insane things that couldn't possibly be true.
Oh yeah. I mean, I guess I could say one here. Apparently, I'm pregnant and due in November.
Congrats on your little bump.
No. I mean, it's a goddamn miracle between me
being
44 and menopausal and
since you've been complaining about your menopause for months now.
And my partner having had a vasectomy for 10 years. I mean, it really is a miracle.
Right. Well, you're hoeing it. You're paramour.
Well, I mean, listen, I did say that I'm not drinking wine. So clearly, when a woman doesn't drink alcohol, Amanda,
she's pregnant. Well, that's all we're here for on Earth, is to have the womb mean something. So anyway,
but it's really cool to know that your ex-husband that you've been divorced from for almost 2 years is thinking about my womb.
What an insane thing! And it's like it's in the documents. It's like in the documents. It's like crazy. Anyway, so it's just interesting that stuck with you. But that was just, God, Kody, Meri was the one person that was kind of at least trying to not take sides, and he's being way meaner to Meri than Christine and Janelle, other than the nachos. This is tantamount with nachos.
When men feel as if they're losing control, they lose their minds.
Yeah. However, that said, 100% believe all that stuff. The spearmint thing, I'm like, yeah, that's our Meri. Sounds like our Meri.
That might kind of track. So yes, that's big in the news. And I mean, at minimum, it's going to affect the type of financing Kody and Robyn can get on a home if if he has to show, I mean, that's 101 of financing. Like, how much do you make? How much do you have going out that you're obligated to?
What do you think will happen now? End goal. This will be done in like what, 3 years probably, but like what in our dream scenario? Or no, not even in our dream scenario, but what do you think will happen in like this could legally happen and it would make us
I think what everyone would love to happen, and I don't know how like Utah child support is, but I mean, she's going to be asking for retroactive. So
what is that? Is that 14 years? Because
it'll probably be like from the time that they agree that their separation.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. Still.
So whatever that ends up being, she could have it written in her order that like it has to be paid out, over the course of 6 months, a year, 30 days. It could be whatever it might be. And then what's probably going to happen is she'll have like an income withholding order that they'll put through the court. So anytime Kody is paid for something, it'll be deducted from his paycheck. If he's an independent, contractor, he will be required, and Christine is going to be required to exchange taxes every year. And then they could do something called a true up, where they go to the court and they say, here's what I make, here's what he makes.
Your eyes have just glazed over and you're just on autopilot now because this is all that's been going through your own head.
I'm like, can I charge as much as my attorney charges per hour? And then
to just re-explain all this. By the way, everyone in the comments is really being quite funny. Jody's gonna have a nice baby.
Oh, good. Okay.
Jody, a baby sprinkle.
Oh, God.
And then here's my favorite comment so far. Marsha P just says, who is Dave?
Wow.
Well, you have about 10 years of back episodes to catch up.
Anyway, so, but that's where we're at. We're all rooting for Christine. I mean, moral of the story is this is not going to be good for Kody. He's going to have
Robyn.
A lot. And that's the other thing. And that's actually pretty smart because that's a legal marriage. And the other thing that I think Christine might have been waiting for was, oh gosh, Scout's getting upset back there, was that Robyn's kids are, besides Solomon and Areola, they're all over 18, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well.
So this is another thing that I learned because of my supposed bebe. If Kody and Robyn have other kids that they're supporting, so let's say that they have like 5 kids, that is taken into account. Like, let's say they were taking care of all 5, they were under the age of 18. Child support calculations will take into account, okay, they have 5 kids that they're taking care of, and then like prorate it how much he would be providing for Truly. Well, if 3 of those 5 are not there, it frees up more of his income, he and Robyn's household income, to go towards Truly, because instead of his income being divided 6 ways, it's only to be divided 3 ways. So I think that's another thing she might have been waiting for, and save herself some money over the course of time, like having to go back to an attorney in a year and be like, oh, okay, Brianna turned 18. I think she's got, like, I think this was a long time coming, what everyone's saying, but like, this was really like, everything's lined up. Just do it now.
Now, there's something that I noticed, just because I was trolling everyone's Instagram yesterday, but, and I wrote this on the live chat. Oh, by the way, this was the first time that I've really participated in the live chat, because usually I'll watch it on a different streaming service. But since I was at Daphne's house, no water, I could only use the bathroom. I could only have one toilet flush because they're in Ireland, Jody. Okay. I would never turn off my water if I was only gone like 2.5 weeks. That's like would not cross.
That is crazy. No, that is insane. Right.
That I'm insane or my mom's insane?
No, like your mom's a little insane.
Okay, yes. When I went to the lake for 2 days, she came by my house without me asking and asked if she could turn off the water.
What?
Yeah. I specifically remember because I was like, did you go up to my upstairs bathroom? Because that was when I was really starting the Ozempic and quitting drinking. So my bathroom looked like a disaster from all the puking I've been doing. And I was like, did you go up to my upstairs bathroom?
I thought you were going to have like some lady toy necessities or something up there.
I don't do that.
Oh God, did you go in there?
I don't get actually horny.
Okay.
Where was I going with this? Oh, but I was participating in the live chat and I made this point. It didn't really get any engagement. But I thought this was a really big deal because earlier in the day, Christine posted this picture of her and David. Oh, actually, it's three pictures. You got to post 3. And it's wrote, you get to meet at David Woolley tonight while watching one of our first dates on TLC Sister Wives, #Sister Wives, which did not happen. David wasn't even mentioned. So WTF happened there?
Yeah.
She was under the impression that that episode is going to air. So like, I mean, I love a good conspiracy. Do you think that TLC was like, we're putting out a different episode? Because why would she have put that?
Maybe because they do talk about like the property more, and now that they are selling, I don't know.
The art
Yeah, I
was
really
mentioned.
wonder.
Like it seemed like everything in this episode, this was the most fan servicey episode
Yeah.
I've seen since I think I've started watching it as it airs. We had the art being listed. We had Maddie and Janelle walking around a better Coyote Pass and mentioning, oh, this creek runs all year round. Just
all year. Hey, talk about turning the water off. You were basically at Daphne's house is like Coyote Pass. There's no water.
And like, they really made a snack out of looking at that property. And then we got a little Brianna Aurora action. Just we have felt not part of this family for years.
I've had confirmation from a lot of people, and like a lot of people have told me, and then
name them.
People had said,
name them.
That is what I started saying out loud. Name them. Who, when, who, where, who, when, what,
who? Because I'm pretty sure that Garrison's last appearance on the show, he was saying how much he missed Dayton and like how like Gabe hugged you in the hallway.
We are watching. Where were you watching the entire series? And Aurora's face is front and center at every fucking family function. She doesn't go away. She was setting up for Tony's family at the lasagna night.
Isabel's
Robyn brought her veggie lasagna with cheddar cheese.
The one with cheddar cheese is vegetable. Isabel's birthday trip to the beach with all the girls. Fucking Aurora's holding Cody's hand the whole fucking time.
Yep.
Go away.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, maybe they're hearing it from us. Maybe they're like, there's this podcast that's constantly saying that we're not part of the family. Well, you're not.
Yeah. And you also spelled Amanda's name wrong. So
yeah,
it's Amanda, not Amanada. You dumb.
Okay, it's framed right up there. If anyone wants proof. Okay, so there we go.
If you want to take to the comments, because you guys are freaking hilarious. I want to make sure that you're seeing. No, I want you to make sure that you're seeing these because they're hilarious. Before we go through some of the ladies' Instagrams and we get into the flower business or farm, not quite sure what it is yet.
Yeah. I don't even care.
I went to a school event over the weekend. We went to a school football game in our new town,
that's
right?
I asked you like if you had done something, and you're like, I'm at a football game. I was like, okay.
I mean,
says it all.
It's again like just new town, new people. It is very freeing being in a town where you're like, I don't know anyone here. Like I grew up in the town that I moved from, and I just didn't know any different. Like, oh, anytime you go somewhere, like you're going to be seeing people.
That's pretty much how I feel here because I haven't lived here my entire life. No one would recognize me.
Yeah, no one knows me here. But the band performed, okay, and
oh yes, thank you, Jesus.
They're a little band, right? It was and I mean. The sousaphone really, Adam really enjoyed the arrangement. He's like, oh, someone put something in for that sousaphone over there. He really brought it home in the national
did you get
anthem.
A brown note?
No, but I mean, there was definitely like they really let this guy shine on the Sues. But anyway,
dinner.
It was, it totally was. It came in early and like he kept it. But as a couple gals were running off the field in their band costumes with the little hat and the little feather, it came to me and I was like, Truly Brown. I know what Truly Brown was born to be. And that is a drum major.
Okay.
This is just a stock photo that was online, not from
Okay.
the game that I was at. However, I really feel like she gives a drum major energy, and that like I can see her really being in the moment with the band.
I can see her
like
being the section leader.
Oh, what's that?
Section leader is just like the head of the section.
Like I can see her in that uniform, like during a parade, walking down, like
with the like, transitions on. You know what? I gotta say, I've been seeing the transitions lately. She's in a couple of these pictures here, and I'm kind of like, I kind of like that she's sticking to it. Like, no, this is my thing now, and it kind of works for her. She's really she's pulling it off.
Yeah, I really think that, you know, she's got that energy.
Stage
I think she would
too.
enjoy
I can see her being stage manager.
I think we've talked about that. Yeah. Oh, she wants to carry those school keys. Maybe even have an extra set on her
duct tape on the wrist.
Yes. I really feel it. I feel like she likes getting into the uniform. Really likes going up. Like they get to go on that little like bleacher section, that little riser to be above everyone. I really think, and maybe she throws in like a Harry Potter arrangement, you know, really.
Oh yeah.
I felt it.
I remember I had a solo in band. I was alto sax, and I had a solo in the Beverly Hills 90210 theme. I was really rocking it, and I had a solo in the Star Wars.
Wait, what instrument?
Alto sax.
Oh, you were a sax girl.
I was an alto sax. That's the little one.
I'm dating a trombone
player, or you're dating a trombone?
Well, no, like he played trombone.
John played trombone. That's hard. You need a real embouchure. Trombone. All about that embouchure.
Yeah. He had to take his earrings out when they went to Disney because he was the bad boy of the band.
Oh no, careful.
Yeah.
No.
Anyhow, okay. Let's focus. We have so much to do. We could talk about embouchure all day. Let's get into Meri's Instagram here. All I wanted to say was that Meri was laughing. Janelle.
That's it for Meri.
That was it for Meri.
She's just laughing her way through life. Yeah, all right.
Janelle, before we get into Janelle's biggest
slow burn this week for Janelle, because she didn't have that much at the top of the week, and then bam.
No, of course, great photo of the pineapple fields to turtles on the beach. Now he's beautiful.
This is a real, I think. Now he's beautiful.
Yeah, there it is. There's the turtles. You see them back there?
I see them.
They're there. Yeah.
Oh, you got that. That's a you picture.
Yeah, this is Janelle. Yeah. Yeah.
She was in Maui. Oh, and then here we go.
Brought up some pineapples.
Brought him some pineapples for the family. Totally worth it. So yummy.
So yummy. And then the big news broke. And I just liked this because it came up on Facebook. And of course, it's just Janelle. They did her so dirty in a sweety post-workout glow.
Jody, I would believe you if you said that she submitted this to the
That's why
article.
It was so perfect. It's Janelle face right up in there.
No, I'm not. I will throw a sprinkle for Jody. I will.
Oh, thank you guys.
Actually, my cousin is having a baby, and I just got the news last night. It's a girl. I was like,
oh, she had a baby. Did you even know she was pregnant?
Congratulations. Yeah, it's been mentioned. Yeah.
It's
I remember it's a girl. I mean, that'll be fun. I can actually shop for a girl.
Yeah. What's the baby's name?
They just did the reveal last night. They did a cake.
Oh, gender reveal. Okay, gotcha.
And I
mean, it doesn't really matter.
Congratulations is the right word. I remember my cousin got mad at me one year because she's like, you just never even wished me happy. You never even said happy congratulations when I had a baby. And I asked my mom, like, did I even know that Robyn was pregnant? She's like, yeah, I remember you said my condolences.
Oh,
I was like, yeah. Well, then I guess I did technically know. Let me play these videos. Oh, you know what we forgot? Oh God, so much is happening right now. Really quickly, we have 2 new members, which we forgot to say at the top here. Yummy Squid and Lauren Winter. members on YouTube, you guys, you can join us here on YouTube. You get all the same videos that you do on tier 2 on Patreon. Don't join both. So that's one. And also we just got a super sticker or super chat from Aaron C. Hello. And she said, yes, or he, or they said, Jody, can you say Tony's might get hit?
Yeah.
With this?
Oh, everyone step back. You might get hit by a stick, which we are going to get to that episode in just a couple weeks. Polygamist and Ice Wedding. So yes, so Janelle, Madison, and Caleb, they bought a farm and they're calling it Taeda Farms. This picture is just classic Janelle, and I love it so much.
And it's and this is actually a Christine post because Janelle didn't add it to her story.
Yes.
And then Janelle reposted Christine's post about her. Get it together.
I had the same picture, so I was so glad that you put that up there. This is like classic Janelle. So now Taeda.
This is because I think what happened here is everyone kept commenting, what does that mean? And Janelle's like, I better put a story up about this before too many people get upset.
Yeah, so apparently Taeda primarily means torch or pine wood used for torches.
Huh. Well,
cool. So this one I love. Janelle posts this photo of Savannah and the shirt's backwards. Like she couldn't have flipped it.
It's okay. You get the essence.
Love her. We have Aspen and
dude,
Mitch.
how much FOMO is Kody getting this week? He is getting hit in the balls.
Yes.
All day yesterday, because the news came out 2 days ago. And then yesterday was just, look at all the support from the family. Go Maddie, go Caleb.
Christine's on there with Truly.
Yeah, see, that's not bad. I was like,
Isabel.
The transition, she wouldn't look the same without the transition.
No. And really again, Christine's really working that hat. She really is committed to making that hat work this season.
Person now.
She is a hat person.
I just love it. And everyone, and you know that everyone is fully supporting Maddie and Caleb. Yes. But there's also that added factor of, get this picture. This one's for dad. You know it is. And I just wanted you guys to see this is just, if you go to Janelle's Instagram right now, this is what her reel looks like. And I just love it. The picture I have a circle. It's and here's the grid for Taeda
This
Farm.
is classic Janelle.
Right here. It's everything I need. I don't even want them to add anything more to this for the rest of existence.
No, just be the grid. So now, speaking of, hey, we're all here. So I have given up on my hair, and it's just going to go up. So can you read for us what Taeda Farms? What happened here?
So okay. First of all, so many people joined. I have that somewhere. Oh yeah, here we go. This was last night, so there's probably way more. There, that looks good. Let me see. Lean over. Other way.
This way.
Other way. Yeah, that looks good. Don't touch it.
Oh
my God.
Okay.
All right. Well, you can hide behind the thing for a second here, but it has not. Last night it had 93.1K followers. We almost have that many on Instagram, right? This is, but I mean, amazing. But that's amazing. And again, that is also stick it to Kody followers equally as well as I fully do support them. I also love that on the screenshot, I just realized that Danielle Silkwood Realtor is says followed by. So yeah,
that's the SC Realtor.
So many people liked it that the website crashed. And they wrote, we are so grateful due to the amount of people on the site. We triggered a larger verification than we had originally had. They could have done a pass on the editing here, but then because of this t-shirt order, t-shirt orders are paused. The store will be back up in just a day or two for you to shop. So, I mean, all of that. I love it. They have so many followers, probably more than Kody, and they are making money. And then and I wanted to throw up this. Jay Schwa wrote this on our Facebook group. You guys come on over and join us. We want to hit TV on Facebook. And I just wanted to give her a shout out here because this is actually a really good idea. She wrote, Free business advice for Janelle with love. Write a digital cookbook with Maddie using fresh produce. Charge $5 for it. Use it as a lead generator on your brand new site that probably has the type of traffic that many small business owners dream of. You three can sign 50 limited run consumer t-shirts, charge $30 and make a few grand in a day. I mean, easily more.
Yep.
Have a few of your favorite plant products available on the shop page. You could drop shipment or pay someone to fulfill. You could do almost nothing with your audience size in the show in season. I want you to put the plexus down and build an empire. A VA could do that. A VA could do that. What does that mean?
Virtual assistant, maybe?
Oh, could do that. I'm okay. I don't understand the last. Anyway, but hashtag NC Garden Adventures. This is good. Yes, do this. Yes. Honestly, if they did just charge $5, they could make thousands in like.
And the great part about this, remember when Christine, when they were doing My Sister Wives Closet, had said, "Oh, we should do like t-shirts," and they're like, "No, this is a jewelry business. You don't do t-shirts. That cheapens it." And again, still, if My Sister Wives Closet had t-shirts on that site, they would be making a killing to this day.
Still
just on that, yes.
Just for funny gifts, but they don't get it. They don't want to lean into the joke of it all.
Yep.
I also just had 2 videos, or we have a few videos here, right?
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead.
All right. This one is an Instagram live that I actually had I luckily was able to join like as it went live, and something happened where Janelle was like talking. She ended up then posting the full video to her reel later, but she hit something and the live just ended. So let me take you through it.
Hey guys, so I am coming to you live. Christine is going to be joining me here in just a minute.
Sorry, it's not that one. It's not that one. It's this one.
Hey, happy Sunday. So I'm out running errands and it's a little bit cooler today and I'm so excited because it means I can wear sweaters and long sleeve shirts and all the cozy things. I don't know about you, but I have so many cool weather clothes. And now that I'm spending so much time in North Carolina, I'm glad they at least get cold in the winter. How about you? Are you a sweater weather person or nope, bring on the shorts and the t-shirts?
That must not be what I'm thinking of, but that did happen. At one point she was doing an Instagram live and it just kind of turned off.
I think she and Peyton were together. Yes. I'm so glad we both got this.
Okay. So we both got this. Go ahead. Can you explain more of this? Because I didn't watch the whole video straight through.
Well, here, I'll just play it. I'll play it.
Hey, so I'm back from Hawaii and I'm actually here dropping Peyton off at the airport. So I have to ask you, Peyton, because Peyton, you were so good. You came in and like helped while Maddie was gone to kind of hold down the fort because Caleb works crazy hours. Savannah's in school full time. Yeah. So you played Mr. Mom for the week.
I played Mr. Mom and it was wonderful. I took care of the kids. They don't love me. They love me very much, but like
you're not a favorite when someone else is around.
Yeah, but it was super wonderful, and I had this great moment with Evie, and I woke her up one day because Caleb wakes them up. I woke her up and she was like, "Where's Daddy?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm waking you up."
Yeah.
And it was the sweetest thing.
To get ready to go to school.
It was the sweetest thing.
You did the school pickup, drop off. You did all of it as well, Maddie and I. And I'm so grateful because like, it was nice that Maddie and I could go and do this thing, this pseudo work thing that we needed to do and have you come. So
I was so happy to do it.
So anyway, thank you to all the uncles.
Oh, that was what it was.
Cool story.
Great.
Good one.
Needed to get that. That is on the reel too. Get it.
Now, Peyton, as I said last week, gives me very strong QVC host vibes.
Yeah, you can tell even in that video when the camera's on, he like is like on. He turns on.
Like he gets very. So in my mind, I've always, and I think I've even said this guy's name. He reminds me of this QVC host who's been on QVC forever. His name is David Venable. And of course I say that, and you know how TikTok works. That's who comes up on my next algorithm. And I caught this dude live and I was like, oh, so I started screen recording. So I'm going to play a little bit and tell me this is not,
okay.
This is Peyton's soul. Okay.
Teddy bear. And I walked into the family room with my mom, dad, my brother and sister on Christmas morning, and nobody told me that the bear was for me. I just saw him sitting on the back of the sofa. And I went and grabbed him and hugged him, and whether or not Santa meant him for me, nobody was getting that bear. That bear belonged to me. And I think it was for me. And so I told that story on the air. And my neighbor heard it, my neighbor Renee, and she made a gift of an orange teddy bear to me. And you all named him Sunshine Bear. I was showing him in Coffee Talk and explaining how I got him, and someone said, you should call him Sunshine Bear because he's orange. I was like, okay, will do. And that's what we've done. And that's why he's called Sunshine Bear. And he used to live here on my kitchen table, but now he's in my dressing room at work. I'll try to bring him out on the air the next time I bring little David out. And with holidays coming up, October 1st starts gift giving. Oh my heavens, it's going to be huge. Winn-Dixie grocery store.
That was just like any ADD person telling a story. That's me telling a story to a T. It takes all these twists and turns, and then you kind of just have to arrive back at the point at the end.
Oh my God. Okay. I love that other people know exactly who David Venable is. Like, it's so cheesy. He's like so flamboyant. The old ladies love him on QVC. And he has a thing where he does like the food sections, and every time he'll take a bite of something, there's Mrs. Prindable's caramel apples, and he'll take a bite.
The caramels, Jody, the caramels.
Yeah. He will take a bite, and then he goes like this. He goes, he crosses his eyes. I know, it's the worst. Thank you. You get it, right?
Yeah, it's
so
that made my vagina dry right up.
Yes. And he crosses his eyes like, wow, my wooga. And it's so cheesy.
No.
But that is Peyton.
He looks like George O'Malley from Grey's Anatomy.
Oh,
O'Malley.
I can kind of see that.
TR
Okay.
Knight.
Kody and Robyn Instagram, and then let's get into this episode.
You bought me all of these products from it, and I wear that bracelet that you bought me all the time. That says "You're my person."
Oh,
it says "You're my person." I'm not wearing it today because when I wear it when I'm podcasting, it hits the table and people
jingles
don't
and
like
jangles.
It. All right.
So let's get into some Kody Instagram comments. Can I just throw these up here?
Yeah. Now, look, I haven't looked since the episode aired last night. I can almost guarantee you that there's a slew of way more current ones, but I already took these, and I'll sort through those for next week for the ones.
Okay.
All right. So this is on Robyn's. Yeah. This is on the Let Everything You Do Be Done with Love, 1 Corinthians. And Texas Desert Rose says, yuck. So much yuck. And then Harla Baloo says, have fun selling all your garbage so your man can afford the child support he will be paying to Queen Christine.
Yes, that's damn right. It's really awesome. You still look from the other women and still owe money on it. It's not yours. Oh, and they think O is spelled O-H, not O-W-E.
It's okay. They're worked up. This is on Kody's.
I started watching from the start. It's crazy to see how nice you were to now. You're such an angry person who only cares about you and Robyn. Disgrace of a father. My dad would never act that way.
Suck up to your dad at the end. My dad would never act such a way. Okay. All right. This is on Kody's in light of a recent unapproved press release, the Meri divorce tweet. The Danny Rachel says, Robyn never does anything wrong. It's all the other wives' fault. I roll. A good sister wife doesn't monopoly the husband's time. So he's always at sobbing Robyn's house. We all see that fuck. Okay. We all see that fuck for how it really is. And we see you for how you really are. Both poop emoji humans. Your actions have consequences, asshole.
I like that one. I like the consequences, asshole. You tell them.
Oh my God, Antique Creaster just has new Grays this Thursday. Jody, new segment for our weekly.
Yeah, let's add it to the list. I think Kody learned playing the victim well from Robyn. Every time I watch him on TV, I get more disgusted. Deadbeat dad, worst father ever. He does not know what unconditional love means and probably never will. No punctuation whatsoever.
No, that was one thought. And I get it.
Wow. Okay. How about...
Debbie K says, hashtag Kody Win Brown equals garbage.
A garbage can.
One day at a time, 712 says, this must be on Robyn's. Stop trying to protect your narcissistic husband. You keep cutting him off and never let him finish a sentence. We all know what a selfish, narcissistic guy he is. And we all know how selfish and greedy and fake you are. Let the guy talk. I mean, isn't that what we've all been saying for years, Jody? Let the men talk.
We just need some mansplaining. That's all it takes. Should we get into the episode? What do you think?
I think so. Wait, what's this one? Oh, it's the last one. Might as well get back. Okay, this is to Robyn. Might as well get back off social media. Literally nothing good is going to happen here. I always put those in because I under. And then Chaotic Canadian just put a gif of idiot. I like the ones that are to the point.
I like the random ones. Idiot. Oh, right, okay. Let's do this. I think we get into it. Yes, let's do it. Okay.
Okay. We won't be able to be as much in the comments, guys, but we'll try.
I'll get into the comments here if you want to play off yours. So again, those of you who are new, we cannot show the video, obviously, but we play along the audio. We'll stop. We'll talk about it. And we'll give you some timestamps. Thank you, Tortoise. There's over 400 people watching.
Sorry. All right. I'm going to skip the recap, and now I'm at 136 with Meri looking good. Actually, I really like this look. Angelic. All right.
And real quick, episode description. This is season 19, episode 2. Let there be light. Janelle considers leaving Flagstaff for good as she and Maddie look at land in Montana. Kody learns that Meri is asking their church for a release, their religion's word for a divorce. Christine and Aspen throw Isabel a welcome home party. And away we go.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm going to open my soda. Okay.
Oh my God, the 3 rings every time.
All right, we're in Salt Lake City.
You ready?
Madison.
We just finished moving Isabel to Salt Lake. We got her into her new apartment. Maddie is 6 months pregnant, and she was using her big SUV to pull the trailer of stuff. Maddie and Caleb have talked about coming west. We've been dreaming about buying a piece of property. As we were driving across, we found a couple of listings for property that's not very far from Salt Lake. So Maddie and I and the grandbabies are going to go up and look at it. Thank you, Julie, for letting me sleep in your room. Welcome. When Janelle and I were in Idaho together visiting my brothers, on the way back, Maddie and Caleb started looking at property and sending her pictures and calling Janelle on the phone, and I listened to all of it.
Janelle looks so cute. This outfit. Do you like it?
I do. She's got the Converse on. She's adorable.
God, she looks good. She looks so good. Also, they really kept this under wraps, hey? This whole like business. Like, I mean,
yeah.
Do you think they do have like some kind of business manager that's like, we're just gonna wait, just wait, don't say anything, just wait.
I mean, I hope so. I hope so for their good. They have a good,
because they just timed it so well here, and like none of us knew that this was happening, and God, to drop that business on the exact same week that Christine sued Kody, has to have been planned, right?
I'm sure they timed it up with the start of the season. It's too bad the website kind of crashed like that, but I mean, hey, everyone learns.
No, that's
right?
good though. I mean, I think that if nothing else, that's going to be even better for business.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, that's true.
Property, then Janelle was talking about moving with them. Have a safe drive. Thank you. You bet. True. I'm taking Truly to school. So I'm like, so are you like leaving Kody? That kind of. She's like, well, yeah. The woman doesn't share much. I don't want to overstep or anything like that. I do want to overstep, but I really reined it back because I'm like, that's a lot of information.
I think it's cute that Christine thinks that she's treading lightly and she's not pushing too hard. And then Janelle's like, I'm really fucking sick of Christine asking me that.
I told her last summer.
I
tell her if anything changed, and nothing has changed.
Yeah.
Kody and I are not in communication. Our relationship is over, but we both still live in Flagstaff. Yeah, there's not been an official divorce. I don't know how to get one, and I don't need one. I'm counting myself.
Okay, so here we are. We're at 3:28. We're in the car with Maddie. And I mean, again, Maddie was kind of a bit player in our recap so far, but like this episode, just all she needed to do was just not even say anything and just give looks like this.
Yep.
Like, well, like that's all it's saying is, well,
Janelle just needed like the Yeah, she just needed an audience, the right audience member, to voice her narration to. And Madison was the perfect one because her face is doing what we're all doing. Like, yeah,
Mom. We've seen it for years.
Into this already. But that's the plan, I guess, right? I was like, aren't we buying it together? Yes, we are. Like, I have this piece in Flagstaff. Well, I don't know if I really have it because... Yeah, what's going on there?
Yeah, what's going on there?
Yet. The note is due in about 6 months. And they keep asking your dad, and he's like, I'm not going to make a plan till blah. And then it's like, I'm not going to make a plan till blah. So the first 2-acre lot right now is Kody and I. The second 2-acre lot is Kody and Robyn. The third is a 4-acre lot, and it's Meri, myself, and Kody. And then the 5-acre lot, because Christine quit-claimed it, is Kody and Robyn. Robyn's got her house. Christine had her house. Meri has built a business, but she didn't use family money. She built that herself.
Okay, so let's stop there for a second.
Yeah.
I mean, Janelle is being kind right there, being like, okay, well, this is Kody and I, this is Kody, but it's Robyn is on every single one of those. They're married. So that's Robyn's on every single, it doesn't matter.
Well, what I like about this episode is it's kind of a slow burn at the beginning because we will take breadcrumbs at this point. We will take anything you're willing to give us. So even when Janelle just said that, like, oh, like, I think the first thing she said that I was like, oh, was when she's like, I think Meri's been treated really unfairly so far. That would have been fine with me for the whole episode. Is it? They just.
I mean, it is crappy that they put anyone besides Kody and Meri on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it should have just been Kody, Meri, but obviously they were like, well, I mean, Meri, I'll be horrible enough to her that she'll eventually leave. So that it's,
just the fact that this episode, like, we're going to talk about money and we're going to talk about all the money and we're going to talk about finances. And then we're going to interview Robyn and make her try to waffle her way out of, how
she fooled
how much money we owe you.
Let's get it. I can't wait to get into
this. And this thing that
okay.
Kody's about to say is also crazy. Like, I don't trust Janelle, so I'm not going to fucking tell her what's going on with her money. Her money. I'm at 419, almost 420.
This represents basically the only asset we would be taking from the marriage. So what happens if you don't make the note? Technically, the guy can take back the entire purchase, which is idiotic. I'm sure your dad's gonna
look at Maddie.
Pay that off. Right?
She's like,
That's how it's written. The rest of our property is collateral. For the note. It's insane to me that Kody is not taking this more seriously.
Well, Janelle asks me about the property all the time, but I don't trust her anymore, and so I don't give her any information. We will pay off the property when the time comes, and I'm not giving you any details about what I'm doing or whatever, because I'm tired of disclosing information that goes through the gossip mill of our broken family.
He's so bothered that everyone hates him. I just love knowing that the thing that he hates the most is people talking about him. I love it. I love it. Yeah.
First of all, it's not gossiping. Like this gossip mill of the family talks to each other about what's going on in the family. That's not gossiping. That's talking about what's going on. That's like, hey, what's going on with your house? Oh, are you selling it? It's coming due. Like his mom, that's not gossip. Whoever's telling
I mean,
you
that said, I'm sure there is a shit ton of gossip going on in the family. How could there not be?
I don't know. Okay, so here's also the same thing. Yeah, sharing information with your family isn't gossip. Yeah, you are talking about
being a family.
And I don't have a huge family, but I have 3 other siblings. So there's 6 of us, and then people have kids and whatever. Like, yeah, I hear about other things through other people. That's how family as you get older works. So that's all BS. And then, oh God, what was the other thing he said?
We'll pay it off when.
Yes, thank you. So, we'll pay it off. That right there goes to this whole theory of mine that like he totally is a gambler. He's like, I will hit it.
I'll deal with it.
I will get that money back. Yes, I'm going to get that money back.
That's exactly what happened though. Remember, they went and took out an emergency loan like a week before the thing was due. So, I mean, I guess he's not lying there. They paid it off exactly when it was due. Jeez. I actually had this question too. Sala Wallaway said in the car scene, person in the passenger seat, I think it's Janelle, is eating something that's blurred out.
Ooh.
But yeah, like in a lot of this, Janelle's holding something and it's blurred. It's probably not
I bet you it's that potatoes and green chilies that she got from the B&B.
In the mug.
You know what? I took some in a coffee cup to eat for later for lunch.
I'll just leave it in the car. The sun beating down
with me
on
my drive.
You never know.
Imagine the smell in that car 6 hours later. That potato and green chilies.
Still good. Okay.
All right. I know there's something else. I remember watching this and being like, "Oh my god, I need to say this." Okay.
So many things. 514.
Right.
He leaks like a sieve. He told me stuff about his other relationships and his other wives that I was like,
shocking.
Janelle's ready to fucking spill the tea.
You see how many acres Robyn's sitting on their house? What are they going to do with that property? They say they want to build out there. I don't know. Here's the thing.
I love Maddie.
I don't know if I really want to be next door neighbors with them. Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't. I would be great being.
Oh my god, the way she said that sounded exactly like my Auntie Debbie, but just no, I wouldn't. Oh, and that's gotta kill it. That's gotta kill Kody. Did you notice that in a second? I think Cody's like, it's great. I had to used to have a great relationship with Maddie and then Caleb. I mean, I love Caleb.
Oh, I know that's what he misses,
and it shows them hugging.
This episode. He thought his friend was.
I love Caleb. I love Caleb. Okay, I'm on 540. Robyn's about to start. Oh God, I want them to start filming exactly 10 seconds before this so we can see the person ask her the question and then her fucking trying to.
I want her hooked up to something that she gets zapped when it's like lie.
What?
Lie. I just like I need to see it. I'm just like, I need
just
to see
like a constant buzz of zaps then. Malfunction. All right, here we go. 540.
Neighbors with Janelle or Meri or even Christine, to be honest. I still have hopes for Meri and Kody, and definitely with Janelle and Kody.
Janelle, well, actually Meri has more money, but
because Janelle knows where the money is buried. Because Janelle does have a memory and a paper trail of, when she got the money from her dad when he passed away, and that money went into the house and the proceeds from that. Like, that's why she needs to keep Janelle close, because Janelle is a threat. Janelle's smart.
Fuck yeah, she is. Also, I think maybe somebody posted this on our Facebook, or I watched maybe a body language expert talk about this, but in all of Robyn's talking head, her eyebrows are so furrowed because she's like thinking so hard, and like all the other wives' faces are relaxed because they're not trying to think of what to say. They're just talking about.
She's trying to make herself look confused. I just don't know. I'm just trying.
When she says, "I just don't think there's any way to even figure out how much we owe her." No.
Oh God, I can't.
Lent you. Well, then Janelle comes right out and says, "Well, I would like the money back for Robyn's mansion on the hill."
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 551. Meri's really committed to this camo shirt.
I'm a survivor.
I would love to ask her.
She's our Beyonce.
Do you regret the camo shirt? Looking back.
She's tough. She's a fighter.
G.I. Jane.
She-Ra.
Okay, 551.
Yeah, highly unlikely that I would ever build on the property. I mean, I'm kind of in the middle of this separation.
You're not
from the family, and it doesn't make sense that I would end up building out there.
Here's Kody, fucking idiot.
Walking
Check out those 6-pack abs as he's walking angrily around his property, just like what log can I fucking chop down right now and strip within an inch of its life?
So do you notice like his physique just looks different? Like his shoulders are a little bit more broad and whatever. So so Adam's like really into like supplements, nutrients, whatever. And he's like, no, that's not steroids. Yeah. He's like, that's not steroids. It's human growth or human hormone therapy. He's like, the gravelly throat, the whatever is hormone replacement therapy.
So what does that do?
It's HRT. He's like, it's HRT. It's hormone replacement.
Go in your mouth.
Yes. I don't know if it's injectable, whatever. He's like, I can hear his voice from a mile away. It's hormone replacement therapy. So it's probably a mix of steroids and I don't know, whatever the hell else. But
like, is he okay? That's fine. I mean, if he's achieving if this is what he wanted to achieve, then I guess it's good for you.
But his hair looks awful. I was debating also doing a like a Shirley Temple cover this week with like his curls. And because he says cap in hand, and I was gonna try to find like I'm a good ship lollipop.
Cap in hand. Well, a cover I made last year. I think the first cover I ever made was him with cap in hand. Because he's bringing it back. I'm at 6:13. We got Kody about to explain something to us.
Explain it to us, yeah.
Meri, I don't think she would build on Kody Pass. She's always said I'm part of this, but I don't believe she's going to. Janelle, I think, would build on Kody Pass. If Janelle builds on Kody Pass, then I got to decide if I'm going to be neighbors with somebody who pretty much just said I'm done with you.
Daddy always says this. Caleb and I were going to finance land here, but we could finance the last few.
This was interesting to me.
You would take some, and I would want 4 acres, and we would sell it. If that were to happen,
like even when Maddie, who's half of Kody's age, is like, okay, well, we'll just buy it and then we'll sell it. Come on.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Maddie's just like, hey, if this is what it's gonna take to like spite him, we're down.
Right, and even her face when she's saying it is like, what's the problem here?
Yeah.
But Kody and Robyn I'm sure they wouldn't sell to Maddie and Caleb, first of all, because they don't like love him as much. And I don't think they want to relinquish the control. So I wonder if was even just like brought up to them.
Well, if Kody wasn't able to pay for it when he was supposed to pay for it, that owner would then take the land back. And what I think she's saying is like Maddie, Caleb and I would just go and be like, hey, we'll buy it from you. And they themselves would be able to get financing, which Kody can't get.
Okay. Oh, so after the land. Okay. So, cause what I was saying was, I think Kody would rather just lose the land outright for himself than have to like let somebody rescue him. But then I guess they could just go right in after Kody loses it and be like, we'll buy it.
Amazing.
That would have been good. Okay. I'm at 6:40.
Somehow we came in and bought the debt. We would make sure Meri got her share and Robyn and Kody could take what was left, because all the family money
so nice.
To buy the house that Robyn's in, and they have an extra lot there. So I feel like that's kind of fair. I will always pretty much want what's fair.
Thank you.
I believe this too.
I believe it too. And what she said right there, I'm not trying to fuck them over. I'm not trying to become a millionaire.
Yeah, no, I get this because like I am Janelle right now, where I'm like, I'm not trying to fuck you over. I'm just what's fair is what's fair. Like I'm not coming after you, bro. Like let's just. She's in this place where there's no need to do this. Just give Meri what's fair. Give me what's fair, and I want to leave. Bye. Let me go.
And as much as the disdain, Janelle has made her disdain for Meri pretty clear through the years, but still could we love Janelle more? Just that she's like, no, I'll make sure that Meri gets hers. And I don't know if Meri would do that for Janelle or Christine, because she's kind of a spiteful bitch.
No, yeah, I don't see Meri doing that either.
Like she'd be totally fine fucking people over. But I mean, I do believe Janelle's like, no. So this show really does just get better as the seasons go on. Things keep happening.
It's so good. It's so good.
I'm at 7 minutes.
Badly by Kody for years. And I just want to make sure that doesn't carry forward into this property division. That would get you some of the money back that you put in for Robyn's equity.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Back in the day, our family used to run that we would use all the resources to help one person, then we would all rally to support the other person. That's how it always worked until the last 10 years or so. And all of a sudden it's been about, my estate, and everybody needs their own estate. The whole plan at that point was for that home, my home, to be kind of an asset for the family.
Oh, was it? Your home was supposed to be an asset? Since when?
That never came up in we should get a rental in this house. That was never ever spoken that we're getting this mansion for everyone.
But that makes sense as to why the wives actually gave him money. Because this whole time we've been like, why the fuck would Meri and Janelle give them money, but
they had no choice. Like, you're in that situation. Because I think, okay, you have like Christine and Janelle, they're there. They have 6 kids. Okay, yes, some of them are going here, going there. Some of them, like Maddie and Caleb, were still living with Janelle. You're kind of backed into a corner, even if it's something that you didn't want to do. You're backed into a corner where, what are you just going to say no? And then Robyn and her 5 kids don't have a house to live in.
That's the thing.
You're totally backed in a corner. You're bullied.
It's more worth it to just avoid the fucking drama that comes.
Yeah, like,
with
fine,
Robyn.
okay, get the house. Like,
Sure.
fine, okay, whatever. Now, this is a very convenient excuse that Robyn is now doing. Like, well, we got the big house, but I was never gonna just take the profits or anything all of my own. No, it was a family thing.
She is drowning her way through this too. God, she looks so bad. And you had nothing prepared. Dude, you've had years and years of knowing full well that everyone hates you. So maybe at that point, at least come up with some excuses you can go to. She was not prepared for this interview at all.
Well, I mean, the same thing could be said, and of course, producers are not going to do this because it's like a documentary, but be like, so when Janelle wanted money to put a down payment on something, that also would be an asset to the family. So why didn't she get that?
Oh, but then, well, Kody knows what he's doing. I'm just the wife. I don't have control over Kody.
Okay, well, it gets worse here. All right, let's keep going.
It all gets worse. I'm at 7:37.
Eventually, when I built out on the property, it was never supposed to end up being something that was just mine.
Bullshit.
When I put the money into the house, I said, well, I think it would be fair if all of our names were on the mortgage. And he's like, no, we need to protect.
Okay, stop right there for a second. That's the only thing I completely disagree with. I hope she means deed and not mortgage, because that would be the worst possible thing.
She must have meant that. She must have. Because why would you want your name on the mortgage?
The best thing that's ever happened to her, would be that her mortgage, or that her name is not on that mortgage. So I hope she means deed. And that would have been great. Like, if she would have gotten her name on that deed, but of course, I mean, that would make sense. But to be on the mortgage, fuck no, Janelle. Why would you do that? Let's hope she meant deed.
She must have. Because Janelle, I don't know. Janelle has made some weird financial decisions. I mean, okay.
That's exactly.
Ours. So with me leaving or trying to go somewhere and do something different, I want my value of the property. And I'd like to recoup some of the money I put into Robyn's house.
Yes, girl.
Like, we were working together for so long. And
wait, what was the word that you said right in that sentence that started with a W? We were doing what together? What was the word?
Well, it wasn't working, because Robyn's never worked.
No, it wouldn't be that.
She said we were
I was shocked.
Together too.
How does she say this with a straight face?
For so long, Amanda, they were working together. So long. She's very
incredulous.
She just doesn't know.
Dude.
Yeah, it was working for you, you bitch. Working for only you. Specifically you.
When we were watching last night and John would ask one single question, you're not getting a one-word answer, honey. You're getting the whole history, including that Janelle lives in a trailer and that her fucking kids came over and said that it was a foot bath. Like, this is the information.
We are the Angie going on Salt Lake City with a scroll. We're like, oh, you got a question?
Oh God, that was like
the scroll. That was really cringy, but also
oh God, just the gall of just being like, I was working. How could you say that?
And to think that the millions of people watching this have not seen every single episode of Your Family from start to finish, and think that we are not going to notice that none of the things you are saying are true.
How much
none of it factually lines up.
A documentary of the behind the scenes of Sister Wives, of like interviewing producers and seeing what they're saying to Robyn, like, this is your season, girl. And, we're good. I mean, just, that's what I want to know. That's what I'm desperate to know, is that behind the scenes.
I feel like Aurora we would find out, would always like run over and like sit on the sound man's lap or something. You know, maybe like her kids.
No,
were, like,
we
way
didn't
too comfortable
actually
around them.
use this because we weren't sure what the like ethical part of this would be, but someone did message us that Aurora, you can find on social media that Aurora has a boyfriend. And you did find it. Oh, you there we go. Okay. That looks like Kiefer. I thought that was Kiefer.
I know. Nope, not Kiefer. But he's religious. See? He wears a cross. That's how you know.
Well, it's all that matters then, really.
Actually, his eyebrows are a little inspo for Robyn.
She's like, Rose is like, this was always in my line of vision. Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think they're bumping uglies?
No. I told you. We know who's
standing up the beaches around town.
And her name rhymes with Rihanna.
Okay,
allegedly.
I'm at 809.
We didn't actually stop working together until
you never started.
Just recently.
Just recently.
Bringing up, that Kody and I owe her something. It's like, how do you calculate? How do you figure that out? It's so confusing.
Like, bitch.
Okay, stop. No, it's not.
Reddit is going to go and figure out. There were people out there that will figure out to the cent how much you owe.
Oh, you mean people with jobs?
Intelligence.
Like accountants, forensic accountant, attorneys.
Yeah. Also, it's not like
the people. It's not
20
hard.
years of film that we could literally get you saying things.
Yeah.
Business. We watched your Shark Tank episode where you are trying to, like, we can see graphs and charts.
I'm sorry, I'm
so passionate about this. I've been passionate about this for 10 whole minutes.
Any woman could be. You don't have to be a polygamist. Be a sister wife. Strong woman.
Didn't Janelle have like she either was wearing a really unfortunate outfit to that Shark Tank?
It was a long skirt. I remember.
Yeah. Okay. We did that episode with Corey and Carly, actually, if you guys want to find it.
Yeah.
We're not well received over there, but if you guys like us, you might.
Cody's best friend Stan the investor. Best friends.
I'm at 826 from Robyn.
I think it's ridiculous you haven't paid off that property yet.
Maddie's over it. This is what I was thinking of. Janelle's holding something here that's blurred out. Do you think it's plexus? It's maybe something plexusy.
Oh, I thought it was like a piece of paper she was looking at.
Yeah, but it might be like a plexus thing.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, 831.
Because he says we had all these other debts, but yeah, I've watched him add enough. Like, he keeps buying assets that he sits on.
And Madison just goes quotations.
Meaning, you mean that ugly art on the walls?
And Madison, we've all been here. We've all been at like the early part of gossip where it's still kind of fun and you're worked up. Madison's already gotten through like, I'm fucking over this. Like,
yeah.
I can't believe you haven't.
He's screwing my mom over now.
And my mom is Janelle. Okay. 843.
Trailers and blah, blah, and blah, blah, blah. I see all the art on their walls. I see all these things, and that's fine. I have money and I've spent it on things too.
Janelle took care of her household. Christine took care of her household. Robyn took care of her household. Meri took care of her household. Then I focused mostly on sort of getting the cars for the kids, basically had a fleet.
I believe that actually he was out.
That takes a lot of time.
Does.
A lot of time.
He was out when Truly was dying in the hospital. He was out. He's like, no, I'm here to get Leon a new car. I'm the fucking hero. Let me take a nap in Robyn's bed now.
I've been researching 2 cars. There's a gold one, and there's another one that's newer.
Yeah, this one's a little nicer. It's gray.
Wait, anything else? Like gas mileage, year, make, model? No.
Meanwhile, Truly's like on the ground, just like water.
I love that his his role and responsibility is, well, I'm the dad. I buy the cars when
He
they're
calls it a
16
fleet. I want a
and
fleet for
a
my
fleet,
kids.
and he insures them. So that requires approximately per child 2 time investments. One, buying the car. Okay, it's done. You bought it. Insuring it. You can do that online. I switched my car insurance in 10 minutes online. Didn't have
Yeah.
to call anyone. So what else you doing the other 18 years that you're responsible for parenting them? No, he's
That's
busy.
where
He's got to
that's
insure
my-
cars, Amanda. I mean, just imagine an actual insurance agent. Oh,
But it is amazing that he does afford, because they do have like nice cars on their property, like on Robyn's. Like,
right, because he finances. Like, this is Kody's like, because I'm approved for the loan doesn't mean you can afford it or that you should get it.
Yeah.
It's like any kid going to college for the first time where they're like, you can have a credit card.
That was
it's like
me.
free
That was
money.
me. I'm like, you don't have to pay this all off. That needs to be a class in school, by the way. I always say, like, that needs to be a class in like high school. Like, this is what a credit card is.
The kids' school, they're now making that a graduation requirement. There's like a new class they're doing called personal finance and personal law. And it's specifically about like credit score and all that kind of stuff. But anyway.
Yeah. Don't fall into this trap, kids. Okay, I'm at 9:05.
The cars for the kids.
Kody and Robyn shared everything. They shared the house payments. They shared the utilities. They shared everything. I don't know how it worked at Robyn's house. I don't know. But I used to always be surprised at how nice her backyard was. It was completely finished.
We talked about that.
Thank you. We always say that.
Yes, we have always talked about that because our background for some of our episodes, we do the cul-de-sac, Kody Sack, and her backyard is just like bright green. I don't know if I think they astroturfed some of it too. But yeah, they had hardscaping.
Well, but also I think they got TLC to pay for that by using it as the commitment ceremony thing. That's like how they, and then they've had the playground over there because it was content for that one episode.
Well, the other kids can come over and use it.
Of course. Yeah, Gwendolyn said that.
Yeah, if they ask. Now, if they get hungry or thirsty, they obviously need to ask Robyn or Mindy before they go. Right.
I'm pretty sure Gwendolyn said, I didn't even feel comfortable stepping onto Robyn's lawn, like from our lawn, because I was clearly not welcome. And then Christine and Janelle's, especially backyard, was like rocks. It was,
oh, yeah. Janelle's was like,
yeah, it's wild out west out there. I'm at 9:22.
It's like stuff at her house. And I'm like, wow. Huh. Kody and my money has always been separate up until.
Well, I mean, is it separate when like one of the incomes is $0? I mean, I guess that's technically separate. This empty pot is mine for when I actually do make money. For when Jean goes and buys us like something like this.
Yeah.
That's Robyn's money.
That's Robyn's money.
Yes.
That's Robyn's money. Right.
Separate Kody.
Yeah, until Janelle and Christine asked to be out of the family financially. Yeah, because they're not married to him anymore. Why would they owe you to be part of any financial decisions once they've left the family? She's outrageous. Like,
she believes it though?
Okay.
All right, go back to the
I need to calm down because I know there's so much more.
I know. I'm at 9:30.
And Janelle chose and asked to be out of the family financially. I used to be not so great with money.
Did you notice that there's a lot of old stock photos we've never seen before? There's one of Meri where she's wearing like a cowboy hat and she's like in character. She's like me in that water pump picture where I look tall and lean.
Yeah, this is Robyn. I mean, they were digging deep for excuses here. Oh yeah, she used to be not so good with her money.
That was the most egregious thing that she said. This like I learned how to be better with my money eventually.
she's about to tell us what she learned in her divorce. Let's I should probably take notes. I mean, right? Robyn's got to figure it out.
I figured out how to manage my money well. Okay. Also, I don't have 5 kids to take care of. I'm at 9:37.
I was young. I had
something in my eye.
And then I learned
Hard
during
knocks.
my divorce really how to budget myself very, very well. You just
Really?
Yeah, you get Janelle to pay off your $30,000 Victoria's Secret, was it? Credit card debt.
Yeah, it's easy to budget money when you don't make any money. It's really easy to just be like, oh, you've made money. Okay. So now I just get to spend
Everyone
it
in
on
the
what I want to
comments yesterday
spend.
was saying, like, yeah, her budgeting money was putting her bills on. What do I just put my bills on the coffee table?
Right.
On the counter?
And listen, if she's not like buying the house, like obviously like Janelle budgeted her money. Janelle is bad at budgeting her money because she doesn't have any left because she gave it all to you for you to buy her house. That's why it's difficult for her to budget because she doesn't have
her priorities. Robyn's about to say their priorities with money are different or something. And also, Robyn said that she's from the school of hard knocks.
Yeah, learned hard knocks.
What are the hard knocks that you kind of fell out of? Your husband was like, "Can you stop spending all my money on credit cards?"
Yeah.
I'm at a 947.
Priority of where your money was going to go than I did. That's all.
Her money went to you, you stupid cunt.
Like, was that Robyn implying that, like, well, I prioritize my money for my kids and they weren't? Is that what she's saying there? Because I don't know how else to really take the sentence she just
She's
said.
saying like they must have been spending their money on other things because
on frivolous things.
Yeah, on things that, you know, she doesn't know how to budget. Well, again, it's easy for Robyn to budget spending money. Robyn's never had to budget for a mortgage because Janelle paid it and put that in. The family put that in.
Yeah. Or
like,
bills.
You're not paying your own bills. You're not budgeting. God, I hate her. Okay.
I'm at 954.
What I need or what I want. You know? Yeah. I think after a while, I began to see it, and my kids were getting very angry about it. Like my adult children were like, what the hell, Mom?
There's a lot of misguided jealousy here, a lot of trash talk. Is it true? Well, some of it probably is, but most of it's not.
Again, name them.
Yeah.
Name them. What is not true?
Yeah. What one thing has Janelle said that's not true?
Yeah,
as Janelle said, like, I'm just being fair.
Kids have pointed out that isn't fair that Robyn gets and I don't get, and that I live in an RV.
There's other however many people, 15 other people in this family that are all like, hey, what's going on? Maybe the two of you aren't saying it correctly.
Breaking
Maddie
news.
Payne, thank you for joining us here on YouTube.
Who wrote the note? YouTube.
That's right.
I'm at 1018.
Kody really did sort of kind of cut off communication with Caleb and Maddie when the family started to really dissolve. And the kids really don't know who he is. He's not been out to visit. He doesn't call. I have encouraged Kody to work any relationship.
You know what I love? That her necklace keeps traveling up further and further
around
on the thing,
her
and no one's fixing it. It's having trouble kind of sitting there. And nobody's fixing it for her.
I feel like her goiter started to go away. And now it's back.
It did. Now it's back. Hang on, I have to cough. I'm back. I'm at 1034.
Out that he can with his kids. But I guess it's been a two-way street. Maddie hasn't been reaching out to her.
Not a two-way street. We've all said this. This is like, we're preaching to the choir here, but it's not
exactly. Yeah,
you know,
no matter how old you are, you're
day?
still the child. The parent should be reaching out more. And also, Maddie can decide, I'm drawing boundaries. I don't want to reach out. You don't have to have a relationship with people you don't want to have a relationship
that have treated
with.
you like shit. Yes.
There's no obligation.
I had a thought the other day that maybe I'll take up golfing so that I'll have an excuse to like hang out with my dad. Because it's like something I feel like I could do it, right?
Okay.
And he's like a pro golfer. So maybe he'd want to hang out with me.
Take a cart? Do you ride around in a cart?
No, he would never. But
okay, well then you're not going to be able to walk that, Amanda.
No, I was thinking that like the cart would be out of the question because also the money, even though he's like a millionaire. But I would have to walk, and I would be okay. The next 2 days after, I'd have to ice my ankle a lot. But maybe. But like, what if I texted him and he's like, no thanks.
Okay, here's what I recommend: go to the driving range. Just go to get a bucket of balls. Go to the driving range, see how you feel. See how it feels on your ankle. You know what I mean? Like just hitting balls. Yeah, but I could get to you.
Yeah, but your foot kind of stays straight. I've taken golfing lessons, obviously, because of my dad. I wasn't good at it.
Okay, just take it easy. Because listen, this is what I'm afraid of.
Amanda says, "Don't bother, Amanda." Yeah, well, I know. I set myself up.
I feel like you're gonna get out there. It's gonna flare up. You're gonna start being like, "Oh, my ankle kind of hurts." He's gonna have no sympathy.
Like, suck it up. Yeah, he will.
We already know when he tried to teach you how he tried to teach you how to skip in a field, and I feel like you're gonna just be abandoned on the golf course, and there's gonna be like 3 what do you call them? Parties? 3 groups waiting for you on like hole 3. You're
like, just like, I'm coming. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know that story, because I have Tourette's, for anyone who hasn't noticed, as a kid, my dad took me to a field and forced me to walk around without skipping every 3 steps. It was like, it's mind over matter. Do it. And I couldn't.
Just don't do it. Driving range.
I just got a wave of nausea. Maybe I'm pregnant.
Oh. Probably. Hey, you're not drinking. I hear that's how it happens.
Right. That's why I quit drinking. I'm at 10:42. We're still with Robyn.
Are you there? Maddie is the mama bear to an extreme. She has felt like until he can be consistent and show up and not be dramatic, that she feels like it's probably better if they don't know about him. And Maddie and Caleb don't really have much relationship with him because he doesn't call them. I do think it's smart for you to move away from Flagstaff.
To be honest with you, I didn't really cut off communications with Madison. She cut them off with me.
Yeah, we know.
When I talked to her, it was a fish for gossip. I got tired of it.
All right, let's go ahead.
Okay, again, that's not gossip when she's just asking you why you're treating her mom like shit or what's going on in the family. That's what family talks about.
All right, I'm at...
And I have not let go of Janelle.
Okay, I'm at 11:38. I really feel nauseous. I need 11:38. Doesn't it sound like this ain't Texas?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Meri's our Beyonce this season.
I think so. Attention, entering grizzly bear country, Jody. I think I could tame a grizzly.
Yeah, you go, hey.
Hi. I'm getting a foster dog on Wednesday.
What?
A little
boy, girl.
Chihuahua named Josie, but I'm just doing a respite, which actually works out better for me. So I have her for
my next door neighbor's dog was named Josie, and she was a rescue.
It's like Jody.
Oh, well, see, that was my neighbor, Carol. And she named her that because she wanted to name her after a nun. Like you could when you get angry, you're like Josephine. So yeah, Josie.
Oh yeah, Walter White, George Costanza.
There you go.
Latrice.
She does
she does whatever she wants. I'm at 11.
Okay, next time we're gonna see Puppy in the podcast.
As Maddie and I were coming across country with Isabel to come back to Salt Lake, Maddie was just looking up property. And we found this and we're like, oh, we need to see this property. And so we started making phone calls. The real estate agent, she was amazing.
This is some of the shadiest fucking shit ever. They're like, oh, a mountain. What do you know? And it's just
all the way to the fence line, you say.
This is real running water. This water is intended to actually just be a creek.
Mm-hmm.
And was a creek and has always been a creek.
No, it just flows. It's great.
Oh, and year round.
You drink it.
Great to meet us. So. Hi.
Tony Bowen.
Hi, Maddie. I'm Tony. Nice to meet you, Tony. Me too.
Not Tony.
Is really great.
Not a
it's
Tony.
5 hours from Christine and her children in the Salt Lake area. So that's really good because that's really the core group of the family. There's no contact really with Meri or Robyn or Kody. I don't really foresee that's going to change much. Now the
girl's got a little sniffle.
Oh yes, this is
a lot of the comments last night were like, "Can someone give Janelle a lozenge, please?"
Yeah. She needs some little chloroseptic spray or something.
She's drinking some tea with Christine later.
Oh, she was.
She's working debt tea.
She might have had a couple cold sores too. She was trying to blend in with her lipstick.
Yeah.
God bless
I get
her.
You, girl. All right, I'm at 12:31. They're about to comment on the creek, I think.
Creek. This part of Montana is just beautiful. There's a big river that runs through here, and there's a lake that's not far away, and I just think it's wonderful. So the lot starts here at the road.
You don't smell the shitter that Savannah and I filled.
There's no plague from the prairie dogs that live around here. It's great.
Flying there. Okay. We'll see the far end down there.
Yeah, it's really hard to visualize what 40 acres looks like. You're used to seeing half an acre, maybe in a residential
That is
area.
beautiful.
When you
Yeah,
take 40
gorgeous.
And there's nothing on it. It's a pretty big space.
Are you gonna make mud pies?
Well,
I love this
don't
property,
do
and
that.
I know Maddie.
I knew you'd hate that.
Gotcha. Are you okay? Like, I feel like you wouldn't let your kids do that. Paige, Charlie, no.
No, because in my mind, I'm like, we don't have
Well,
something to rinse
they're
off your
busy.
hands. We're going to be back in the car. You're going to have like red dirt everywhere. It's going to be like a whole thing.
Yeah.
No, I'd be like, go run. I'd be like, go run.
Yeah, okay. 13, 12.
And we had wanted
Run
in
no
a
touch.
piece. We're not farmers,
Oh,
we're not
almost fell over.
ranchers, but we want to live that rural lifestyle. A couple animals, maybe a
Yeah.
greenhouse.
That.
She wants that greenhouse, man.
Pretty basic.
Yeah, she does.
Maddie, look how big this property is. It goes clear back. I know. So the price is really good. The biggest thing is it is 40 minutes from town, which is about
That's fine. That's
1,000
nothing.
people. But it would mean that we would have to take the kids to school.
That's
Like,
the
that's
killer.
all great.
sucks.
40 minutes, no big deal. But when you're running back and forth every single
For
day,
sure.
it's just a little bit
It's
outside
4
of-
hours a day you're losing.
Yeah.
And they're back.
Yeah.
And ran. If Janelle were to move, it would devastate me. I don't know how to let this all go, and I have not let go of Janelle. They could still.
Well,
work
guess
it out.
what? It's not up to
Janelle's
you, you
money.
bitch.
Money is what that was. I'm not letting go of
I-
Janelle and her money.
I hate that like, oh, I haven't let go of Janelle. It's not up to you. Yeah. If she goes or not.
Yeah. You
Like,
never
that
had her,
is-
babe.
That just seems like crazy to me. Like, no, I'm not letting go of Janelle.
Janelle looks really
that
good in this
shows
picture.
you. Yeah, she does. That just shows you like the narcissism in Robyn, that like she still thinks that like, yes, she's
Control
saying that
it?
and it sounds good. Yeah, that like she has a say in this.
Still be a family. That's how I see this.
Well,
And I
you're
feel like
crazy.
I'm kind of the idiot that just won't get it, but I don't know how to let it go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like your ex-husband and you let each other go after you were divorced and you ran over to this family to pay for the rest of your life. Like,
Ooh, that's something that I thought of too. Fuck, what was it? Oh, I think Cara Berry was saying that this morning, that there was people have been questioning, do you think that, and I don't think that this is the case, but this would be good. What if Christine was like, all right, you don't have to pay child support if you sign your rights to Truly away so that David can adopt her.
yep.
I just
I
don't
thought about
I
that
think
too.
that's the best sticking it to him you can do, because he's got to be this hero that saved everyone from their dad with cancer. Do they know that?
Mhm.
How sweet would that be? No, I don't want your
Well, I
money,
mean-
but you don't get Truly. That you're that much of a deadbeat.
What would end up being great is if this whole child support thing, like if it did go to like pre-trial or trial, and if attorneys are talking about, settling it somehow, I'm sure she's going to have that in there somehow.
Do you
It's like,
think?
okay, I think she would
But do you think he would?
somewhere in
Because
the
that would make
negotiation.
him just as bad as his first cousin, Robyn's ex.
Maybe,
First
but again, I mean, like, it truly
That's
is
money.
14 now, and that does change everything, depending on what state you're in. But yeah, if they're in a state where 14 changes everything, yeah, she could change her name to Wooly and all that without having to ask Kody any permission. Truly herself can do that.
I think Kody's ego is so much that I think he would rather pay her all the back child support than admit that he is a deadbeat dad. Because that's all he's got to cling on to is he rescued Robyn's fucking kids.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, I'm
Robyn.
at 14, 18.
When Maddie and Caleb were living with us in Las Vegas, that was the best time of my life. Everything was going along smoothly. Maddie and Caleb were around, and it
Look
was.
at this. He hugs him first.
He was definitely like family.
He like really
Best
went into a
friends.
whistle, and I loved Caleb. Wow.
It's like, oh,
I mean,
I love Caleb. Best years of my life.
man, he was
Man,
like
get back.
family.
It is outrageous. He's never talked about Truly like this.
No. Oh gosh. Here's Maddie's birth, which is a tough watch, I'll say. We're coming up on that.
Yeah, it is.
Fall apart with the divorce, and then with my differences with Janelle and the differences over COVID, it just made all those relationships go sour.
Kody's allegations are absolutely ridiculous. All the kids that were frustrated way before I left. My leaving didn't change his kids' relationship with him. Kody can still fix his relationships with his children.
I'm so angry about how I've been treated that I haven't gotten past that.
Well, then that's your own problem.
I need to take blame for things that my wife or ex-wife is sitting there telling them that I did.
They experienced it.
Okay, so if we can pause here for a second. Again, this is kind of fart marrying actual life. Yeah, like the problem with that like, oh, she's bad mouthing me, is that the kids are actually experiencing this in real life.
They have eyes and ears.
They can actually tell you because they're not like infants. They can tell you if that's actually happening or not. And when they're like, yeah, no, she doesn't even talk about you, bro. Like she's happy with David or like with Janelle, she's happy with the grandkids. She just wants to go.
Yes.
You can't use that argument that she's talking shit about you when everyone else is totally fine.
See here. I'm at 15:22. Oh, sorry. Latrice, don't touch the mic.
We'll be able to find forgiveness and love again.
This is a good scene. I love this scene.
Isabel moved to Utah. So Mykelti, Avalon.
In the episode that me and John watched, Hunter made an appearance, and John's like, "Who's the hottie?"
Oh, see, Hunter can get it. Justine
get it.
Latrice
is going to touch the mic. Okay. Salon. Okay, great. I'm at 15:45. Oh, and here's Maddie and Mykelti are trying to.
They have a moment.
Each other. Yeah, and Maddie's like. Ugh.
Mykelti makes them like she thinks she's being funny, but it comes off kind of cunty when she's like, "Oh no, a water stain." Like I don't know what she was pulling here. She's about to say it. I'm like,
Aspen like almost get something on her shirt or something. 15:45.
Yeah, I don't like it.
But Maddie's here, of course, with Axel and Evie. Hunter's here too, and then it's me, Truly, and Isabel. It's just chaos. It's awesome.
I'm glad you all came over to hang out. Thank you for now I can relax.
Maddie and Janelle just got back from Montana. They looked at some property there. Janelle's back in Flagstaff already. I need to find out what's going on. Like, she really opened up the conversation when we were traveling back from my brother's house in Idaho about really being separated from Kody, but more separated because she's talking about buying land and moving in with Maddie. Where do I need to throw my support? Because for me, I'm like totally supportive of get out of Flagstaff, move in with Maddie, get going, live with her, things like that. That's like, yes. But I don't know if she's there. I have no idea.
I get why Janelle's a little annoyed with Christine, but there's no bad intention here. I think Christine does just want to be like, it's so much better over here. I'm so happy. And I just want you to be as happy as me. But I
like just pull the trigger and do it. Like, yeah. That would be
Janelle said like, well, your experience, I don't have to do the exact same experience as you. I'm chilling. I'm straight chilling.
Yep. She's okay with the speed. And that is just very Janelle. That's Janelle's nature. Like,
oh, who knew? Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
It'll get done.
Okay, here, Mykelti's going to get it.
You're right there. Also, sorry, in Mykelti and Tony's house, is a water stain even a factor? It's like,
yeah, I don't know if she was trying to be sarcastic or what, but it was like a weird encounter. Even Isabel's like, oh, okay, like, you're fine. Do you have kids?
Oh, is that Isabel?
I thought that was Isabel.
That was Aspen this entire time and last night. That is.
Hey,
Isabel.
Look, we have a little Aurora in the training. Go away, Avalon.
She almost knocked a plate off the table a second ago. Did you see that? Mykelti had to save it. Get your kids under control, Mykelti. I'm at 16:48.
She has her parents' child.
It's an excuse. Exactly.
Oh, Mykelti hates being pregnant. She hates it. But Maddie's pregnant now too, so they can commiserate. Janelle and I were pregnant together too. But I love being pregnant, whereas Janelle really didn't. It's kind of funny, right? But our daughters are pregnant together too.
I mean, I guess it's funny.
Mackenzie really can have the babies anytime. So this is towards the very end of her pregnancy.
2 years ago at the end of her pregnancy.
And of course, Robyn's going to be at the
I can't get over that Mackenzie and Tony hosted that party and didn't think to move the fucking treadmill out of the room.
What are they going to move it to? You think
another room that isn't the party room?
Well, she can't help move it because she's pregnant. So you think Tony's going to have the strength?
Tony does CrossFit and
plexus.
plexus.
Tony's got the sheer strength to move the treadmill into the other room. He doesn't have the sheer strength.
It was leg day yesterday, so I didn't want to push it.
Husband.
Everyone's jealous. I have a husband, and it's Tony. I'm at 17.
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah. Oh, never mind. I'll remember this for later. I just remembered something. It'll be at the end.
Say whatever you want.
No. It's perfect at the end. It's good.
I'm at 17:20.
And it is awkward. It is awkward, but it just doesn't matter. Robyn and I are going to behave like adults. Yeah, that could be awkward, but I'm just not going to let it be.
Oh, because you didn't let that whole last party be awkward where you were caught like creeping around the back of the door.
Yeah, well, you were
to go inside. You what a mature adult.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let it be awkward.
Robyn is the mom in that book. I Love You Forever. The elderly woman who drives across town in the middle of the night with a ladder strapped to the roof to climb into her baby boy's bedroom. And
he just lives in an RV on their lot anyway.
Does she rock him to sleep in that book? Or then, and then at the end, the grown man rocks an aging, hospice-ridden
much like Kody with Aurora when she had that panic attack.
Yes.
Which is a real condition, but not
necessitated being carried up the stairs like a baby. Much like I'm sure Truly would have liked to be carried when she was dying on Kody's watch.
You have to understand Aurora's point of view, though, because she'd just been told that they're going to have to move out of this mansion into an even bigger one, and moving sucks. Yeah. I mean, we'll hire movers, obviously. You'll come over to school and it'll be another house, but
it's really hard. But I just know how to budget my money. I just have really good priorities. I needed it.
I need. I'm at 1733, Robyn.
This isn't about me or my feelings. It's about Tony and Mykelti, especially Mykelti, feeling safe, secure, and supported. And that I'm there to help with babies and Mykelti and Tony in any way possible.
I don't trust her.
I'm so glad we're reliving this party again.
Yeah, there's Robyn.
I don't have a relationship with Kody and Robyn. I know that Kody and Robyn are still, Kody's angry.
Yeah, that's a given.
Heartbroken. I've moved on. And I love being single. I love my life now.
I feel it.
Had some really nice guys.
I feel it too.
But nothing emotionally attaching. It's just fun. I really like it.
A lot of meat. Hey, look at that grill there.
Did you notice how there's not flames engulfing everything?
I was just gonna say, it's not like
I knew we kept that up there for a reason.
Where Kody just thinks you turn the grill on high, you just turn up those flames and throw on the meat.
That moment, he's like, "Whoa, no, I got this under control," and he's like, "Okay, I can do this." Much like when Tony almost burned down the house.
Oh God, yeah. When he thought a baking sheet, as we just saw, was really good to eat. What did Kody call him?
Flauta.
Oh, he's like flautas.
Flauta. Where Tony's he's like, let me turn on the oven or the stove, and it's like click, 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 click.
And Christine's like, no, sweetheart, no. This is for the oven.
I know what I'm doing, Kristen.
Oh, that was when Brianna was elbows deep in the guacamole. That was outrageous. That's how you know Robyn's kids are a little slow. Like they're a little, they're more than one standard deviation to the left on the
all the boys in town like her.
If you know
She's
what I mean.
Popular with the boys in town, allegedly. Okay, I'm at 1826.
I've never even had lobster, and that looks amazing.
What?
I've never had lobster, but that looks amazing. Like those lobster tails that Hunter was doing.
Jody, you really need to try lobster because don't worry about the lobster part. Just get it without the shell on it. Just get it.
You can do that?
Yeah, you just get it with the shell off. The point of it is to dip in butter. It's really just a way of getting butter.
A vessel of getting butter. Okay.
I'm sure you'll hate it. It's 1830.
Have your lobster.
I'm watching that little one at the end of the table where her fingies are going.
Yeah. Get your hands out of everything.
Children, yes, it does. I love a table with a lot of people and not room for everything. I just feel blessed. I feel so blessed that I was able to leave and still have a rich life.
Hey,
I'm here to make my entrance, family. Here I am. I'm about to tell my story about the strip club that I told on Corey and Carly's podcast over 2 years ago. I was still working at Sleepover. Yeah.
Oh my God. That puts in perspective how long ago that was.
Yeah. I still had my boot on my foot when I was listening to that episode. I remember mopping with the boot on.
Oh my God.
Being like, if you can believe it, I'm a bouncer at a strip club.
I just think this is crazy because I've never in my life have I ever had a room full of people cheer when I walk in. My family cheer.
Yeah, usually there's a hush that falls over the crowd. Amanda's on her way. She's coming.
Yeah, where it's like, hey, while you're walking past that, will you just grab the paper towel? The paper towel. And I'm like, oh, you're just coming in for a hug or something.
I'm just the mom. That's all I'm here for. 1857. Oh, sorry.
Peyton lives in Ogden. It's about an hour away from us. He often makes it late to gatherings.
So when are you working?
So good.
What are you doing?
So here's the problem here. I went into a bar, turned out not to be a bar, turned out to be a gentleman's bar.
This is literally the exact same story as that teddy bear story that you played from that guy.
This is.
I walked into a bar, not a regular bar. It was actually a gentleman's club, ladies.
And I got a job.
Bouncer. 1918.
Oh. Bartender was also the owner of the bar. No, I got a job.
Madison almost just fell asleep there. She did a.
Sounds like
no.
Yeah.
Also, I wonder if do you think they're all acting here? Because it seems like he would have already told everyone that immediately.
That seems genuine.
You think?
No, I think this is genuine. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna put up my embouchure photo for just a second while I let Scout out, so you don't see my fat ass walking towards the door.
That's why we have the pictures, Jody.
And then everyone's gonna cheer, and be like, "Yay, her fat ass is back."
When I finished doing that episode the video that I did with John yesterday, where he watched Knife in the Kidneys, I immediately showed him this, and he was disgusted. I guess. Hi.
Hi. She's nice here. I was listening the whole time.
I'm in 1920s.
I'm a bouncer.
Peyton has a job at a bar.
Aw.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
It's fine to say you're a bouncer at
Mitch was a bouncer. He said he never actually bounced anyone. They're really kind of. It seems like they're just kind of there to be there. What?
Doughboy Mitch?
Of course. What other Mitch?
Well, there's the Mitch sitting at the table.
Oh yeah. Yes. Okay. Well, I was got
two Mitches in the world.
I'm at 1949.
We go there. Will we see you? Next whatever baby wear, I'll do for you. Don't need it.
This is not the Utah I was raised in. This is not the Utah.
This is not the America that we were taught about in school.
Oh, yeah.
I never dreamed my children would live in either, I thought we'd get that more in Vegas. No, this is just proof that my kids are growing up and they're going to do their own thing.
Good.
Hey, you guys want to clean up dinner and then we can play some games?
This was an incredible dinner.
Oh, that's so nice they all eat together. I love that.
But now Isabel's part of our Utah group. So Maddie and Caleb and Janelle and
Hunter and Logan. Maybe they'll come.
God, Kody is so jealous.
Yeah, Christine's like, let me just name off literally everyone in the family right now.
Because Robyn's kids are like, they're not as cool and fun as that.
Yeah, we actually don't want them there. The thing is that nobody actually has said that to them like they say, but we didn't want them around. They suck.
Well, not now because they've isolated. Like, had Robyn allowed her kids to be around the actual Brown children, they would have ended up cooler. Because they would have had like the outside influence. They wouldn't be like weirdos. When
you would have had some kind of thick skin. But look at Solomon. He's see-through.
Right.
And I do actually, I mean, I'm not even being kidding here. I think when you see Aurora and Brianna and just how, I mean, they must both just be anxiety from inside out too. That
yes,
I feel like that's
I was just gonna say
thing that's in their brain.
Angst.
It's I think it's abusive that what Robyn and Kody have done to those two, because they weren't like that when they were kids. We're
instilling constant worry. Yes.
It's abusive. It really, I mean, I wish there was something more that you could do when you see abuse happening that isn't overt like that, but you see that it's going to be a problem. How are these people going to function when they're older? Or are they just going to live in a compound?
Cody really screwed himself over. I'm just thinking about this now, and I think I'm probably oversimplifying this, but in my mind, I think it might just be this simple, that Kody, the reason, look at this whole COVID thing, the reason why he really like locked down at Robyn's, obviously because Robyn's his favorite, right? But also like he didn't want to be stuck at Janelle's, in his mind. I'm not saying that I think this, but in Cody's mind, he doesn't want to be stuck at Janelle's dumpy little house for 2 weeks or a week. He doesn't want to be at Christine's because she's annoying. She's singing. She's got Turley there. She's got like that bean bag. Like he doesn't want to be over there. He's definitely not going to Meri's. So he does want to be at like the rich house, right? Like the nice house, whatever. Then what happened was he didn't realize that he's choosing this nice house that we're seeing is kind of like outdated and like, yeah, it's nice, but he chose that over the other kids without realizing or thinking that the other kids are now older and cool and having fun and doing fun things and joking about strip clubs and all this kind of stuff and probably drinking, all those things that Kody would love to do with Caleb or Ken. He wants to wrestle. He wants to do all those cool things. And now he's like,
he wishes he could have had one more drink with Garrison. Another great,
which is so outrageous. But like he's like, oh shoot, this house really isn't that great. I would rather be hanging out with like Mitch and Aspen and Caleb and Maddie. Like the house really, that was great for like the 10 months of COVID, but now, now he's stuck with Robyn's kids, hanging out with those losers.
And
but it's true.
I mean, Meri brings an energy into the room, but like that whole family is just like a toxic, just black cloud.
Now he's had a Thanksgiving, he's had a Christmas, a New Year's with just Robyn and her kids.
Olive Garden,
how cool her parties are. Remember those sick vanilla milkshakes that Ariola wanted for her birthday? Like those family events suck because the kids are they're dorks. They're not funny.
Maybe not dating.
I mean, whatever, fine. But so now he's just spending all these cool holidays and dinners with these 5 losers and Robyn.
Do you think he sees that? I mean, he must see that because he has such bad FOMO. I mean, that's what his
that's what he has FOMO about like having Peyton come in and everyone's like, bro, strip clubs.
Well, and that's kind of how he wraps up this episode is at the end. He goes, well, I've been kicked out of the community that I made, so I guess I'll just stick with my new one. And it's like, well, have fun.
Yeah. My God, this is so good. Meg, perfect. Robyn is the Nutcracker Christmas.
No. Oh, from The Office.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to go to Robyn Angela's party. Yeah. He wants to go to the much more fun party.
Yeah.
Where we have
alcohol,
a keyboard. We got the margarita machine.
We're singing You Ought to Know. You ought to know.
Okay, sorry, office rant. Okay, back to business.
All right. God, I lost my place now. I'm at 2034.
Don't get us started.
Okay, we're going to go ahead. Really
wise.
I'm at 2056.
Ooh.
Julia just said Robyn's favorite song is the Little Drummer Boy. She's Angela. I mean, she just is Angela. How have we never put that together? Yep. And Kody's Michael Scott.
Yeah, Brianna and Aurora, just two little kittens out on the town.
Little kittens. What am I supposed to do with this? Actually, that's more Meri. I don't like spearmint gum. What am I supposed to do with this?
No, they hand like a help wanted ad to Robyn, and she's like, "What am I supposed to do with this?"
Or something that isn't brand name. I heard the word David Yurman the other day on like a movie or something. That's like the only reason I know that reference is because I had never heard that before.
Yeah, same.
Nope. 21.
Never gonna buy it.
Oh my gosh, Isabel's back home.
How much do you want to take a safety pin and pin that thing on your clothes?
Really badly, and also like
I just know. I know you do.
I want to do that. I also want to just like rip everything out. I want to shave my head, and I have
really good.
the comb over here, and I've been looking at this, and the urge that I have. Can I tell you? What I want to do, like the sensory part of me, I want to dig it in underneath, and then pull it out, and then just like every woman, you guys, you have all had this moment where you're like, I washed my hair. I curled it. You saw me come in here before we started recording, Amanda.
Oh no, her hair was like down, curled, and like up, like she had it kind of up like this.
And then it did a thing, and then I was like, oh, okay. And then I had to take it
during the intro. She put it up, and that was what she ran with. Is that this side that's doing that? Is that your bigger boob?
I don't know. No, I think this one is.
Okay.
My boobs are something like a little thing isn't gonna like get in the way of these, but no, I'm just at the moment where every woman has been, where you're so done with your hair, and not only do you want to like put it in a ponytail, you want to take it back out and then put it back in and take it back out, and then just like
you want the perfect
level of
mess?
Sense, or is that just me?
No,
like you've had that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to put it into the ponytail that it's actually made to be, because my hair is thin, where it's actually like 4 strands of hair.
Well, like Robyn's.
Yeah.
Where it's just like one single
Okay,
curl.
no one's commenting.
Part of an inside joke one day.
No one's commenting, so now I feel like I'm really alone in this hair trauma. It suddenly got real quiet in the chat.
No, that's how I felt this week, because like we were talking about Les Mis, and I guess I didn't realize how bad it was until I didn't have John going, no, it wasn't as bad as you thought. Where he was more like, no, it was exactly as bad as you thought. Everyone hated you. Okay, I'm in 2106.
Oh, interesting boob fact in the comments.
Now in Utah.
I knew that.
She's doing great. Then I'm going to go hang out with Janelle for a little bit
to
see how she liked the property in Montana. This is a big deal for her to be thinking about moving in with Maddie, and if she's going to be building with Maddie, she's still going to be building in Flagstaff. I just have questions. I'm just going to meet up with Janelle in Flagstaff. Hey. I'm like, Meri. I know. It's just that I love it. I'm just concerned about her situation with Kody.
Aww.
Are they over? Are they done? What does she need? Are you still building out on Coyote Pass? I love it here. You love it here. I love it here. Okay. But I'm not sure it's functional for me to stay for the rest of my life here. The property needs to be paid off. So how serious is anybody really about living on that property? Is anyone really going to live there? I've actually thought about asking if he wants to buy me out and not have anything on the... That's been kind of a hard realization, because it's like my dream, right? Like forever. Even when I lived back in Wyoming, I wanted the whole homestead thing. And you really wouldn't build. Oh my God. I've always wanted my own piece of land that I could have a garden, maybe a few animals, and just kind of live simply. And Kody hates everything about living on a farm and living on a ranch. And he always wanted to be the city guy with the fancy car and the great job. And like, that was always what he wanted.
My God. The baby in this picture, whatever baby that is, their head has like disconnected from the rest of its body because Cody's not supporting the head. He's just posing like a fucking idiot for this picture.
That's just classic. That's what fathering is to Kody. Sitting there being like, I'm the father.
It's like place the
lay a baby on me.
and take a picture and then get it off.
Yep.
Kody grew up on a farm, and I think he was like, nope, had my fill of that, not interested. So what changed my mind was when I went with Maddie to look in Montana.
This is a good point. I want to say that Pace just said Robyn and Kody, Robyn and Kody thinking they are really cool is the most cringe thing about them. That is what's irritating about it.
Yes.
The irritating thing about irritating people is that they don't get, you just want them to know.
Yes.
Probably how a lot of people
no
think about
one
me.
thinks you're cool.
Yeah. No one. And we all know that you don't actually have money. Nothing liquid.
Like when Robyn thought that that Logan had the hots for her in those early seasons. Remember, you and I would watch and we're like, she's flirting with him.
And he's like
actively avoiding her, trying to get away.
He's like rubbing extra Clearasil all over his fucking face, like when he knows that he's going to be seated next to her.
Yeah.
Like jumped over. 22:44.
And I'm like, oh, I could have this somewhere else. It's no brainer living with Maddie and Caleb on a property in Montana versus living on Coyote Pass with a house, and who knows, maybe Kody and Robyn right there living on the same property. Maybe Meri's gonna have a house there too. That's just no.
It's nuts.
No.
However, if Kody's not willing to buy me out, then I think I'm gonna have to do something with it. But we got to pay it off, and he's not talking to me about it, so I think I'm gonna have to lawyer up.
Oh God,
because I think that's the only
makes me horny. I'm gonna have to lawyer up. God, Christine, that whole couch must have been flooded, honestly, on Christine's side.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing that sucks, and that you know all too well because I've been talking to you about this, is it's not cheap. Even if Janelle wins, right? Like
I'm shocked by how much money you lost. I'm shocked by it.
Mm-hmm.
That's some adult shit.
And this is me like winning. Like,
yes.
Like you don't get that back. It is
and
not
having,
like people think like, oh, you can sue for attorney's fees. Like that is extremely rare. So Janelle probably did need to have like liquid, like actual cash to pay to retain an attorney and then to keep it going, which very likely Janelle probably will have to pay for a forensic accountant. She's going to have to pay, like there's probably different specialties of attorneys.
Third retainer. I mean, just watching you and how devastating this has been for you when you were just trying to move away and like start a new happy life. Like that's just, I don't want that for Janelle. And I think that Kody will be just as petty. I mean, if your ex was petty, and I met him, he seemed totally nice and normal. Shocked. Never would have thought he would have done that.
Yeah.
Kody is an openly petty bitch. So that's really what I don't want for Janelle. However, she does have like a army of support out there that people that will do pro bono. Like, I hope she just gets the whole thing for free. Maybe.
That would be nice. I mean, this is going to drag out unless Kody and Robyn just fully cave and are like, oh, here's what you need. But the issue is,
but how can you cave when you don't have the money to give to them?
That's what I'm saying. Like, even if they wanted to, they can't. It's all tied up and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. This Pace is saying at least if she wins, she could recoup attorney's fees. It's in my case, maybe Utah.
I would have thought you would,
but it is very, very difficult. And like, I'm in a winning position. Like it purely just defending myself. And unfortunately, like it is extremely, extremely difficult and rare.
You said that you'd have to prove that he was just trying to fuck with you. And
suing me just to make me lose money for attorney. Yes, but like,
because it seems like that.
Yes, but no. I'm just saying, like, no matter what, listen, they're both going to be out. And at the end of the day, like no one goes into any sort of relationship, business or marriage or whatever, thinking this is how it's going to end. But Kody and Robyn really, like, they fed off each other in some weird mental, emotional illness way. And
well,
I do think Kody has changed.
The shopping addict, it's not really going to be a great
addict. Yeah.
What did I say? Addict?
No, I'm saying like that's a good point. Like they're both like addicted to different things. Yeah.
I mean, okay, what do you think right now? It's 1:40 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Right at this second, what's the energy like at the Shira Chateau? Like,
Oh, it's
what's
tense.
the energy like?
Well, I know for sure they are worried about how this child support thing is going to impact I don't think selling of their home, but purchasing another has got to be a stressor. It has to be.
Do you think Kody's even at home right now, or do you think he's out? He's out.
He's working, driving around.
But he's been at the casino. They're open 24 hours, aren't they?
I just like in my soul, I know he's driving around looking busy as if he's working, and he's not.
You're just wasting gas, babe.
There's no way they're not worried about all of this. Mostly, how am I going to pay my attorney bill next month or whatever? What is this going to cost us?
I mean, the amount of anxiety, maybe they both just have the ability to just push it out of their head because everything has kind of worked out for them so far. But there's no way out of this, babe.
Yeah, for sure. And I agree with Sam here saying, I don't think that house is going to sell quickly.
We're going to end up with 2 mortgages again at the same time.
Yeah, what they're asking on that house, and I don't know the market, but that is a high price for a house that needs massive updating.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, they're so screwed, and I love it. Okay.
I know. We're at 23-24.
The way I'm ever going to get any kind of decision out of him.
And we need a win for our girls.
I think so. I don't know what else to do. Part of it is I really have no legal rights to make any kind of claim on Kody's property. Like, we're not legally married. It's not like I'm just calling a lawyer and saying I need to divorce this person. No, it's really complicated because there's no legal marriage. Yeah, it sucks that she just can't work it out with Kody, that she's got a lawyer up. That's ridiculous. I think it's wise, however. I think it's really wise. Like,
yeah, get him.
Is your marriage with Kody over? Yes. Okay. Does he know? Well, he's not talked to me for a very long time, and now we've resorted, even business is done via text. Like, we aren't even talking on the phone. Did you tell him the words, it's over? No, like, I don't see him. He avoids me. So in our church, there's no legal marriages except for, like, Kody and Robyn are legally married. The rest of us aren't. So when you end a marriage...
God, they just showed a picture of Robyn's wedding, and the other 3 look so dumpy. They look like me in that picture. They're just dump. Just sack. Brown sack.
Because they were busy taking care of all these kids. And
brand new child, in fact, into the family.
Yeah, newborn.
The stitches aren't even healed on Christine's Taeda at that wedding.
Oh, but Robyn needed an 11-day honeymoon. He needed it.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
24-24.
I'm so happy for them.
I mean, for me, there's a definite ending point where I could look back and go, yes, it's over, that kind of a thing, so I could move on. Why don't you have a conversation with him and tell him it's over? I've been trying to talk to him about the land, and he keeps putting me off. Keeps like, can't talk for this reason, and then that reason passes, and then he can't talk for another reason. And so it's like, for a lot of reasons, you need to make that call. So this is what frustrates me. Christine comes into town and she starts grilling me and expects my breakup to look just like hers and to cry.
Okay. Also, I'm seeing from just Christine's point of view that they've lived together for however many years. I think probably this is how Janelle often does things, is just kind of, wait it out.
Yeah.
So Christine, I can see why Christine's like, no. Like, seriously, Janelle, you can't do that here. You need, like, come on, let's get things moving here. So yeah. I do see that. Right.
And there may be things that Christine knows. Well, no, she wouldn't have had like discovery yet, which is like, she will get that, which is, oh my God, that's going to be great. So like when Christine's attorney sends stuff to Kody and their attorney, they're going to ask for discovery, like questions they have to like turn over his documents and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to take a really, really long time. I totally forgot where I was going with this. So that maybe Christine already knows in the back of her mind, like, come on, Janelle, like, this is going to take a really long time. So like, get your foot on the pedal now.
Well, Christine also probably maybe had stuff in motion. I think Christine at least has a lawyer even during this discussion. So she knows, and I'm trying to kind of talk around it because for like camera reasons.
Yep.
Okay. I'm at 25 minutes.
Don't want him to be part of my new life.
Oh, sorry. I accidentally went ahead, but I'm at 25:11 now. Sorry, guys.
Don't have any official divorce because we weren't really ever legally married. as soon as the Coyote Pass property is settled and I can get my part out, I probably won't interact with him ever again.
I was always asking Janelle about our relationship. And she was always indicating that she didn't want to reconcile. It was kind of this sort of just like, we're not in the same place. We're not necessarily in agreement. We're not really working on the relationship. But there was never anything cut and dried. It was more like we're gradually just fading away.
I just think this is so funny.
Oh, hi, Meri.
This is comical. Kody's sitting here complaining about Janelle, saying that there was no communication, nothing was clear. Dude, you did the same exact thing to me.
Not really, though.
Okay, well, stop yelling, Meri, first of all.
Don't say dude. Also.
Yeah. Second of all, dude, we've been telling you he's been doing that for years. And you chose to stick around, babe.
Well, so it's not really the same because Kody is trying to stay with Janelle, and Kody in no way tried to stay with Meri.
Right.
He was
and
like,
Meri, you did cheat on Kody. Now, I don't feel badly for him, but you did cheat on him. And maybe that was the nail in the coffin for Kody. And he told you that. And he said, and I'm not coming.
I'm not.
And you chose to come around still.
Oh, man. 2601.
Exactly.
God,
Meri's like, I'm committed to the swearing this season.
I mean, Kody and I are never going to be a
She's
married couple again. But there isn't anybody. Because I still have my faith. I still believe in the faith. Christine has just decided that she doesn't believe in the faith anymore, and so their wedding vows have no validity, which is fine. She can decide that. I still believe in my faith, and if I do, then my marriage vows have validity, even if I'm no longer with Kody physically, like in the same house or whatever.
You know, I don't want to... I mean, we're all in this different place.
I love when Kody pouts. It's my favorite.
Yeah. It's Bill Paxton. Oh, I'm in a different place in my faith.
He's just such a child. He's a pouting child. Like any woman just looks at this like, ooh, mama,
marriage, my former faith. I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested in their BS, but I don't want to disparage it.
Would you, if things were different, if
such a character,
whatever, would you go back to Kody, or are you interested in? No, that's been a progression last summer when we talked about it. Yes. Okay. Yeah, but I don't see any path back, really.
Good.
I don't want to go back because I don't want to even do all the work that would be involved if Kody was even open, and he's not really. He sort of feels like I should conform to him.
I'm going to be the head of my household again. And so
this is great.
If everybody's willing to conform to patriarchy again, I guess, because I've been fighting to make everybody happy.
Those things that he's asking me for now, obedience and whatever, for him to be the patriarch, those were never part of our original marriage contract. It was not something
our favorite photo.
Yeah, something he asked of me. I probably never would have agreed. I probably never would have married him.
This whole patriarchy thing, I've never done that. I've never intended to. And when I spoke of it, it was out of grief and pain.
But you still said it. And sometimes when people are really griefed and pained, they say things that they're thinking, that they have been thinking. This is classic Kody. It's just, oh yeah, I said that, but I didn't mean it. I was just mad.
Yeah. They should have just known that I didn't really mean that. I want to ignite the patriarchy in our relationship. And he also used the word again, which contradicts what Janelle is saying. Like, that was never part of the deal. So I don't even know what he's talking about. I wouldn't have married him to begin with.
But I think...
it's so great.
I think Kody always wanted a patriarchy. He just never did because he married 3 strong women.
Failure? Because I didn't know what I had done wrong.
Maddie, look how big this property is. It goes clear back. So that, coupled with the fact that I'm excited about where I'm headed with my life, it just will never work.
All right, let's go ahead.
Oh, I love it so much.
I'm at 2852.
Sounds like a Real Housewives intro.
About 8 weeks ago, Meri.
Here's some weird self-shot shit at Kody's house now. It's like weird. Why did he felt the need to get this out, but I think he's like, you know what? I'm going to get up. I'm going to get in some good lighting, not put on sunglasses, but I'm going to face the sun for this whole thing. And I'm going to squint my way through just completely bashing Meri for the next, 10 minutes that's left in this episode.
Yeah, it's a good thing he features the decking that is dried out. I mean, you blow a candle out in that place and that thing is going to ignite and just go up in flames.
It's all chilled. It peeled everywhere just from all the water and shit.
Yeah.
Oh no. Rustic. Okay. I'm at 29 minutes exactly.
8 weeks ago,
He's wearing his amulet too.
Go to Utah, meet with our church leaders, and basically request a divorce. It's called a release in our church.
When each of us 4 ladies married Kody, it was through our church. Obviously, we can't all be legally married, but it was what we called a covenant. So I feel like it's best to terminate that because we're not moving forward with any marriage. And I don't want to be like sealed to him for eternity if he doesn't want me. And, you know, I'm at a place that like, let's just separate this completely. Whereas
God will give you a pass in heaven if you're like, I didn't file the paperwork with the church, but like, I really don't want to be with this dude for eternity.
Yeah.
I'm just,
but I mean, I kind of at least respect Meri that she's like, well, no, I guess if we're getting divorced, I'll at least like, I'll do it, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, something.
I feel like Meri's trying to hang on with little strings attached too. Like she can't.
Yeah, but I also think now she doesn't even want to be back with Kody. But I mean, this is pretty funny if she is doing it on purpose.
Just dragging it out.
Yeah, just dragging it out.
Moving forward with the release, he was kind of resistant to it. You know, he said that he didn't want to acknowledge the authority of the church leaders.
The damage was done so badly that we're not going to reconcile no matter what. And so
good point in the comments right here.
God, I don't want to.
Brooke just pointed out in the comments, this is a great point. I think she's forcing him to face the AUB.
Yeah. Okay.
You made us do it for 30 years. Go on.
Yeah.
Put on your big boy panties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go talk to the actual patriarchy.
So I'm going to let Meri go and do her thing. Because if I'm angry at her, it becomes a fight. I needed her just to go away.
And that's where I was like, whoa. That's a crazy thing to say. And they're on good terms.
Well, he did just need her to go away, but also leave your money, leave your assets. Don't bother to like get anything that's yours in the process of going away. That's the part that he messed up, because what he could have done is been like, here, you know what? I want you to go away. Here's everything that we think we owe you. Let me know if you think it's not enough, and then go on your way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he needed that. Ugh.
I mean, yeah, I completely
go away, but leave the money.
I just realized I don't have my headphones.
Oh boy.
Is the sound okay, guys? See, I don't think we need them at all, Jody. Like, I really don't.
Okay, we're gonna say that, and then we're gonna get lit up.
3 hours in. I'm not putting them in now, babe. I'm on them at 30:17.
Because it just took forever for her to finally realize. It's been done and over 4 years.
I've been living in limbo in this relationship for nearly a decade, and I'm just not going to keep doing that. So I'm moving forward with this.
Okay, good. She made up her mind.
Kody now has readjusted himself, and he's opened his shirt to reveal the heart of the ocean.
Yeah, he needed a better look. He was like, I got to get closer up.
Show how rich I am.
Show off my amulet.
That thing is so busted. It's ugly for like if a woman was wearing that.
His hair is just so bad. I hate that like somehow he looks at it and thinks this looks good.
Well, Robyn likes it. Robyn taught him the curly girl method. So
yeah,
there it stays.
There is a lot of wisdom that we lacked in our marriage. I didn't know who she was. When we got married, she was very different. And I think
here's that picture. Here's this picture of Meri.
One. Who's that handsome woman?
I mean, she's giving what Frances McDormand energy.
Oh, big time.
Right?
Yeah.
What's that movie where she walks around and like shits in a bucket? She won an Oscar for it, right?
Fargo?
No, what does it mean when you like move from place to place and you're kind of transient? What's that movie called? Nomadland. I got there.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
All right. I'm at 3051.
There's some baggage that Meri had that I didn't know about. Initially, I felt like I could live with it.
Which was,
I mean, here, baby, want a piece of gum? You know I don't like spearmint. I can't live in a world where she is constantly.
I mean, I completely believe that. And I believe that was even before even Janelle came into the picture, because I don't know what it is about Meri's personality. Is she chronically annoyed? Is she actually upset about something that she's holding down? Or is she just kind of, that's just how she is?
I think that's how she is, but I don't think when he's like, oh, she completely changed. She had some demons or whatever he said that I didn't know about. Maybe that's why you don't get married when you're 19 after you've known each other and dated for
3 months.
3 months, 6 months. I would say even a year, 2 years. Like, don't get married.
Don't get married. Like if you're having kids, you should get married.
Yeah, period. Yeah, like this is great. Like you're to blame in this too. Maybe you should have gotten to know her better before introducing another sister wife or having a child with her.
Our personalities do not match each other.
Yeah, maybe you should have told her that 30 years ago, not 10 years ago or even 20 years ago. It's all on her. Yeah.
Angry at me. As time went on, our relationship just got worse and worse and worse. Janelle came in the family and it diluted this experience I had with Meri.
So there, now we said it.
What? Sorry, I was concentrating on someone saying that the headphones sound fine.
He introduced Janelle into the marriage and she diluted some of that between. Yeah. So because it just created a distraction. You didn't have to deal with Meri. This is what we always say.
And then Janelle got to know Meri as herself and was like, oh, she sucks. And so Christine.
And then those two were pissing each other off. Those two bitches over there. So let's go get Christine, even though her fat ass likes nachos. At least I can
but they tried to date the 16-year-old, 17-year-old.
Well, right. And then her parents changed their mind. And then he was like, oh, we'll ring Christine in because Christine's just like, oh, whatever.
Waiting by the phone.
She can manage those two.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can manage those two. And then he just gets busy, flits around house to house and drives around. So he had a job one time. He sold a billboard sign.
Billboard. A billboard.
And then he met the love of his life.
Sorry, Walter. He's like, I'm out. I'm at 3124.
Anger or dysfunction started to manifest between Janelle and Meri.
Yeah, weird.
And that got pretty bad. Christine came in the family, sort of diluted the relationship between Janelle and Meri. Which, I'll be really honest with you, probably saved it. Now,
that's nice to say.
The thing in plural marriage that is very funny about divorcing is a man has no choice after he's already married in plural marriage. If he wants to stay faithful.
He's talking to like his 4chan people now. He's like leaning forward. This is for the men. Men never win in a situation like this. We don't get to choose.
He cannot request a divorce. It's not allowed. So I was not able to get out of that relationship. At the same time, I didn't necessarily.
Well, polygamy sounds like it should work for everyone then. He can't get a divorce. She can't leave.
And also, he's about to admit
dysfunctional marriage.
He hasn't believed in the church in forever. So, like, this is a moot point. You could have got out of it because you don't even believe in that religion. Also, you're Jewish.
He does have his Jew friend.
Yes, and sometimes he likes to cosplay as a Jew. So, and you're allowed to get divorced. as
Kody, I mean, Kody makes rules that only suit him when
at that moment
when he pleases. So I'm pretty sure he could have figured it out.
Even fix it. There was a complete nuance about, well, we're going to figure out our relationship.
Visor Kody working on a car.
I am putting a car battery into this car. I honestly feel like I could do that. I could change a car battery, and that's
1,000% you could change a car battery. Like
Kody,
the directions
making a
are
meal
on
out
it.
of it. He's like, "Here we go."
Cody doesn't even know that's the car battery. He opened up the hood and he's like, "This has a handle."
This one's red and this one's black.
Well, here's to a new beginning. We're going to figure this out. Every time I was with her, she wasn't nice. She wasn't fun. She wasn't kind. She wasn't interesting.
Oh, that was another. Like, you didn't need to say that.
Not interesting to Kody. Like when she's talking about like business, sales, being an entrepreneur, as much as I think
social worker
is stupid, but whatever. Of course, that's not interesting to Kody. Kody wants to hear cool stories from Robyn and Aurora.
And talk about money and gambling.
Yeah, he doesn't want to have to deal with questions about like, how are we gonna pay the bills? And, you know, like, oh, I have to go work and I have to take a realtor test.
College. Oh, I'm pregnant
blah,
again.
blah, blah.
I'm at 32, 36.
With her, and I'm bored.
What a dick.
And so I guess, to be fair, Meri feels abandoned, but I didn't kick me out. Christine,
yeah, you left.
Meri all chose to have me leave the home. I'm not playing the victim card.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
Well, no, you are.
It's like,
also, you are coming around. They didn't welcome you back in after you abandoned them. That's a total difference. Not you're not welcome there. Now you're not welcome there.
I also love the extra shade that Janelle's about to throw in here right at the end with when Kody came over, it just really upended everything. Like all of a sudden he's here and we have to worry about his allergies.
I totally understand. I totally get that.
Yeah, of course.
When I was married and my ex traveled all the time, like it's a bit like you get in your rhythm of doing things and then they're back and you're like, yeah.
Well, and that's what they were saying. You know what? You know who was saying that? What was that girl's name? Colleen. She was like, when my dad would come around, they would bring out the good china, and he had a certain cup that none of us weren't allowed to touch. That's
favorite customer.
Favorite customer. Stay, keep sweet. 3301. We're almost done here, guys.
And that I wasn't ever going to leave them, no matter how much I didn't love them. But they made choices that separated us. And maybe I made choices that separated us.
Maybe.
Robyn has always
Look how dumb she looks in this picture. You're dressed like you're 14.
Yeah.
Look at her. Like
she looks so much like more emaciated than she is now in a weird way. But yeah.
This outfit is from Charlotte Russe. And it was on the mannequin.
The mini denim vest.
Like tight.
I hate this. I hate her.
She's always been loyal to her sister wives, and she has always been loyal to me. The one thing that Robyn brought to this family was loyalty.
Well, that's all she and $30,000 of credit card debt. Let's not forget.
He's right. The one thing Robyn brought to this family was loyalty, money, a paycheck, kindness, generosity,
skills, intelligence.
Nope. She brought loyalty to Kody. And how was she loyal to her sister wives? Like that is a very convenient thing to throw out.
Define loyal.
Yeah, like how can I point to something and be like, that's loyalty? Well, she says she's loyal. Okay, but like prove to me yes or no.
It just means that she's a yes man and she's learned how to manipulate him from the bottom. She's topping from the bottom. She's like manipulating him into thinking I'm agreeing with you, but really I'm the one that's actually like pulling the strings.
Yep. She's the puppet and we're all the masters.
Yeah. What's that from?
Real Housewives of Orange County. Kelly Dodd said that once. She meant the other way
Oh
around.
yeah. Okay.
Kelly Dodd. Yeah. she's telling Kody, I'm loyal to my sister wives. And he's like, okay.
Okay, like I would argue you're not.
So my loyalty is to Robyn. In the end, it's not about blame. It's about choice.
It's not about blame.
We chose the road we've been on. This is the life we chose. And when we chose well, we were a happy family. And when we chose badly, we weren't. But everybody's on their journey. And I hope in the end that everybody is happy.
That must have taken a lot out of him to say. That must have hurt him.
Yep.
All right, I'm at 34:22. This is the long haul, guys.
Ooh. Woo! Your comments are all amazing, by the way.
Yeah,
It's
you guys do make this.
Thanksgiving with Logan because they sent out that text.
Are you? Yes. And they're so excited at their new house, and Hunter lives there now.
I love it. They're like, let's make sure we bring up the holidays because that's gonna piss him off even more. Oh, we're all going to Logan's, you say?
Oh,
the Golden Child. Oh, we're all going. Oh, yes. All right.
All the kids get together, even when we're not. Wow, it really is just great.
Who knew?
Vegas. So for Thanksgiving this year, we're going to be gathering at Logan, my oldest son's house. He and Michelle are hosting. All my kids are going to be there except for Maddie and Caleb.
Have you told Kody that you're not going to be here for Thanksgiving?
No, I haven't talked to Kody. We're not talking. Like, there's no communication. I'm not tracking the holiday in Kody. I don't think he's really tracking what I'm doing.
Oh, I promise he is.
He's really even tracking what the kids are doing.
And yes, he
is.
I hate this picture. Talk about cap in hand.
Solomon is an adult and he's being held. Solomon doesn't need to be picked up. Is Ariola in this picture? Oh, yeah, there she is.
Yeah, it's Aurora. I hate Brianna's hat. There, I said it.
I hate Aurora and her lipstick.
Smash that like if you hate that cap in hand. And I'm sorry that she's, and I feel like people are like, oh, but Brianna's nice. No, we've seen her in scenes where she gives real bitchy looks.
Yeah.
I don't like
when she saw Evie's hand
like
for the first time, she was like,
yeah, she's like, ew. So they're gonna like cut it off, right? Okay, she didn't say exactly like that, but it was
thinking it.
It was not good. She was too old to be acting the way that she was acting.
She was way too. She even truly was like, "That's yay, I'm related to her."
Yeah.
3508.
That's his world now.
Do you feel like he's like stringing you along or something?
No, I don't know what he thinks is going on, but I'm
Maybe
ready to move on. But I can't conclude business without some sort of
the business part of it is why. I mean, you can't really say we're over if you still.
Well, it's the land.
Right.
Honestly, it's the land.
Okay.
The land keeps me tied here.
Ugh.
I think Christine's like looking for me to say the word divorced, and I guess I don't really need to say that word.
I don't think that's what it is.
I don't want it. I don't like it. So what I tell people is I'm just no longer with the father of my children. I don't really care what they think of me. In this day and age, lots of people don't get married. I don't have to say divorced.
I think Janelle doesn't want to define this because she doesn't want to have to actually go cap in hand back to our church leaders. I think Janelle, like she does many things, is just wanting to sweep it under the rug and walk away.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's my girl right there. That's how I've somehow stumbled through my whole life.
It's like I don't want to take Janelle's mouth or Janelle's name out of your mouth. You don't deserve
Janelle's name out of my
get our
mouth.
girl's name out of your mouth.
Yeah,
don't you dare. Ugh.
3602.
If anything, I just hope at least that Kody has a connection with his kids. You know,
so too.
He and I may never, which is okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Most ex-spouses don't really go hang out with each other.
Exactly.
Or whatever.
I really honestly hoped that we would get to that point.
So,
I was the exact same way. Like I was the exact same way as Christine, where I'm like, I don't get it. It doesn't have to be like what is this? But like Kody and some people just have like a one-track mind, and Kody is like narcissistic. I cannot look like a fool or a loser or have less than you in any other way.
That ship has sailed like years ago, sweetie.
But he doesn't know that. Again, he and Robyn are the only ones that don't.
That's all I want. I want them to realize it. You know what? In those notes, we don't have to talk about it. But in my Instagram notes, you're like, why did you write Kody TikTok and Robyn TikTok?
Oh, yeah.
It was those TLC interviews that they did.
Oh,
that's what it was. But you guys have seen
Okay.
them, right? And Robyn's like, misunderstood. I'm doing a Lorne Michaels accent. I just want to be a safe, my ability to make a safe space. Legos.
Yeah. Marsha has a really interesting comment here. She says, unpopular opinion, don't hate me too hard. No one's going to hate you. Christine and Kody are the same person. There, I said it. And y'all don't hate me. I still love you, though. I don't hate you. I think they are very similar in well, no, I take this back. I think they're similar in the fact that they do have like a natural, people's attention are drawn to them. For different reasons. Kody wants it to be for the reason Christine gets attention. Like she comes off as sincere and genuine. Yeah, and don't like her singing and shit like gets annoying. She can be a little annoying. But your attention goes to Christine. Kody wants that. He wants to be the center of attention, but it's always because he's being
he's spraying everyone with a hose at the soccer game.
Yes.
Kody
so it's
was
like
being
that's why
fun,
he
silly
hates
self.
Christine. He wants to be Christine. He wants to have the Christine charm. And he can't, it doesn't come naturally to him.
He's always in character where Christine just naturally is like that.
Yes, exactly.
All right. 36-26.
Big family event where we'll all see each other. It'll be the first time we're all together in one space since Isabel's graduation party.
Oof. There's a lot of hurt feelings.
With the kissing for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibition. Aurora, ding 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 with the guitar. Oh my God, that was impeccable timing, Jody.
There she is. There's our girl.
There she is. I'm looking at you. Kidding. I'm looking at you.
Kody and his kids, but they're going to be there. Kody, Robyn are going to come. Their kids will be there. I don't know what any of this looks like.
Never seen that one.
Awkward. Awkward will be the word of the day. I have hope that in a few years this will all sort of calm down.
I hope so too. Because honestly, it's so sad how it is. It's so sad. And I think so much goes back to the very, very, very beginning. I know Robyn's kids, based on the text thread from last year.
Text thread.
Oh, I love this.
And now we actually know like what it was because Mykelti and Channing like talked about it, like what was said exactly. I think Gwendolyn
even the quick rundown.
It was they were all talking about the gift exchange, and Gwendolyn's made some comment that I absolutely would have made too, just trying to make things funny. But Robyn, to it, and just like a little shady comment, but it was supposed to be lighthearted, and for people who are able to laugh at themselves, it should have just got through. And then Robyn decided the kids without Robyn's input decided this was an unsafe space. It's just yucky.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate.
They wanted nothing to do with Janelle, me, our kids, and there was a split that happened after this text thread. So my
here we go.
Kids all said, this was emotionally unsafe. We just need to kind of step back. We just need to put down a boundary.
No way this happened.
There was never anything.
No one says
we don't want to see you again.
Mom, I feel emotionally unsafe with the rest of my family.
They learned that from watching you, Robyn. Like this should be the say no to narcissistic abuse. We learned it from watching you, Mom. That's how we learned how to be victims and twist people's words and truth.
Yeah. Oh, she taught them well. And I feel like Robyn's saying, well, no, we were never going to be away forever. We just needed space. Okay. But in Knife in the Kidneys, Christine says, for now,
I just need space.
For now. And then Robyn in that episode continually, I didn't even realize this until rewatching it, but Robyn brings it up 3 times, maybe 4. So just to be clear, you don't want anything because now she's clinging to that. Well, Christine says she fucking hates my bitch kids.
Yep.
She was, she asked it.
Kids just don't understand why. Oh, I don't know why.
Okay.
So
sorry.
Confused.
What does she say? She's like walking away, like, sorry that we make you hang around or something like that when she's like leaving.
I don't know. I'm not. Okay. I'm bracing myself for the two dum-dums to be weighing in.
Oh, yeah. We're coming.
This got yucky. They just didn't feel like they were ever even welcome into the family. And for me,
bullshit.
I was welcoming. Yeah.
Of course you were. Here we go.
You were.
The energy of this.
Energy of lukewarm milk.
Yeah, just
these two firecrackers. This is where Kody's spending his time.
Being told directly. I have been told directly.
Name them.
No, you haven't.
People that I was not accepted. That I was.
What happened was your mom and Kody said the kids said this. You do not have any physical evidence of this.
Who were the multiple people? Let me guess. Your mom, your dad, and your grandma.
And you and Brianna telling each other. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
And then probably
no
someone
one else.
Like Gwendolyn making like a comment that's supposed to be like Josh and But
yeah, no one in the family ever said that.
No, because they have said the opposite. They all said that at Garrison's house, that they miss them. Mm-hmm. They didn't say anything bad, and they would have. Garrison was ready to like talk shit, and he did not say anything about them.
Nope. Liar. This little bitch liar. I don't feel bad. Like she's an adult.
I don't feel bad either.
Parents could have done
Go fix it yourself. You're an adult.
You know, connecting us.
The parents could have done a better job with connecting us. You fucking forced your asses into a family that already was functional before you got there. The parents could have done a better job.
Kody on the lips calling him daddy while pushing his other children out of the way. Like at the end of the day, I'd be like, oh, okay, they didn't do a good job of like integrating you into the family, taking you in. Where does our dad live right now?
Yeah.
I would say maybe you guys didn't do a good job of inviting us into your family. How many events have we been at your house? How many parties and holidays have we been at your house? Brianna.
3820.
It was a family, and it never really happened.
Okay, we'll talk to your mom.
And a smash cut to just the producers being like, well, here's a few clips of them literally being in the family, like featured.
Yep.
We were invited to everything.
Exactly.
Like everything that we did, they were always invited. I would just say, just come into the house anytime you want. Like Isabel is so close to Robyn's kids, and McKelty, come on, she lived with them for a while.
Exactly.
There were hard times, and my kids were frustrated. But they always considered Robyn's kids or siblings just the same.
Which is true. Peyton said that on his interview too. He's like, Dayton, that's my brother. That's my full brother. Like they've all said that. None of the kids have ever said anything disparaging about those.
Never. And we've been watching this again. We're in season 12 now.
We just started season 12 because remember we couldn't get the tell-all to work.
That's right. And we've never once seen where the Brown kids were like, no, can we just like not have them come? Or like, again, go away, Aurora is there for a reason. She's
when I have some space.
Robyn's kids are always first in front and center. Always. Hunter coming home from basic training. Fucking Aurora's in the middle of the cul-de-sac.
God. 3849.
It's outrageous.
Didn't even know that Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna weren't biologically her siblings as well. She had no idea.
That must be an even harsher for. I was thinking the other day how Truly is probably the most abused kid in this that comes out of this because from birth, like, and then she just has nothing but footage of her dad choosing. So that's got to be even worse.
Choosing
like
other children over her.
And that's an extra knife in the kidney for Truly. Careful. Though those aren't even my dad's kids. And I'm still not good enough. I was born on camera and I'm still not good enough. She's about to have that baby. Gotta go.
Mm-hmm. Go and some granola. Celery granola.
Crackers.
Cheers.
Oh, look who's front and center in this exact thing. Fucking Aurora.
To others. And they're
bullshit.
Like, oh, well, we're not going to include them in
They don't think they're superior.
Yeah, in fact, you guys were Robyn's kids were when they moved to Vegas, who got a house first? Robyn and her kids.
And you live in a mansion now.
The best house. Right. No.
You think Savannah out in her RV is sitting there thinking, I'm better than Robyn?
No, you can't come over into our RV where we live.
Yeah.
Only your dad can come and empty our shitter down here.
Savannah wasn't even invited over to their house for that Christmas because he was mad at Janelle that day.
He didn't even call her on Christmas. He didn't even remember. Yeah.
I'm going to move
but they're the ones being left out.
And joy outside of my club. Because it was my club and I got kicked out of it.
God, what a dork.
Loser. He just said it right there.
I don't even know. I don't even want to have to adjust my schedule anymore. No. So I kind of had this 2 lives. Like I had this schedule I lived and I loved. And I went to bed when I wanted. We didn't have to follow crazy food rules for dinner because he's allergic to everything or whatever. I don't know.
I want to know more about that.
Every third day else, and it was like this whole alter universe. And that was like, I was really
love that. Okay, so they're making burgers here. This is in their Vegas rental, Janelle's. We got some watermelon on the table, and then they're eating burgers, but it's not. They haven't even transferred the burgers onto a plate. It's just the cookie sheet burgers on the marble,
cooked within an inch. It's basically charcoal.
Hard. Is there anything between the marble table and that sheet pan? No.
God, no, Amanda.
Throw right on there. It's durable. Throw right on. Hot. This meal is depressing.
I know. I'm looking at this table like, oh.
Life felt normal when he was there and when he wasn't.
Because he was always there.
Yeah.
Situation. It was plural marriage.
And when he wasn't there, he was texting you from the other wives' houses.
Right.
So he was always there.
And
exactly.
As a plural wife, you
She's
become
such a liar.
Independent. You're handling things.
Oh, her cheddar cheese lasagna.
For the most part,
the one thing she can make.
The one thing.
Was what
bomb
was,
lasagna.
You know? So I can't remember. It has been so long since Kody's been around at my house. Like the norm is for him to not be around. Isn't that the saddest thing? I'd be like scrambling, trying to fit him into my life. And like, see, and I didn't really mind. And I actually would do plural marriage again for the independence.
So when it's functioning correctly, you have this amazing family unit that you're part of, a community that you're plugged into. You have a husband and you have a great relationship with him.
See, this is all new footage too.
Right?
They're showing home videos right now that we've never seen.
To me, plural marriage really was a really great arrangement. But I'm at peace. I'm okay. It's nice, right? You're good. You're peaceful. Yeah, it's not exactly what I envisioned, but it's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's so strange because I see this life I had and I see it over here, like kind of in the past. And I remember all those things, but now it's just like, it's not even relevant to me now.
I totally get that. It's so weird.
I think it's just complicated. It's a lot more complicated for Janelle to leave. She has the ties to the land, and then she has the ties to her commitment to God. She's got some serious ties that I didn't understand, and now I get it.
All right, coming up next week, let's do this, and then we'll say goodbye to everyone. It's been a long
okay.
Next time on Sister Wives.
We didn't really talk to each other. Kody, Robyn,
It's great.
Meri, Christine and I sat together with the kids.
It's civil war.
You are set up for an induction.
Calvi.
Losing the chance to be able to hold my child, first thing, I'm just having a hard time with.
Oh my God, Mackenzie, no one cares. I'm sorry, sweetheart. We don't care. This is not anything. We've seen your kids are 2 now.
Yeah.
I'm not getting invested in you not being able to hold your child within the first. Is that what the problem is?
Yeah, well, like if she has a C-section, they're gonna like have to take the babies out and make sure they're okay before she can.
Sorry, I don't give a shit.
She gets the dramatization, whatever.
Dramatization.
Yes, thank you. She gets that from her dad.
Yeah,
for sure.
And Tony.
Oh, that's right. Dr. Bean. Is that Dr. Bean?
Oh, the guy now.
The OB? Yeah. Dr. Bean. Oh.
Tony McKelty want me there and they want Christine there. This is the deal.
Yeah, because that's the actual mom.
Well, I'm sorry. Fuck Mykelti for being like, oh, I want you both there. You pick your mom.
Having kids come back, best part.
Okay, right there when Tony came on the screen. Okay, so I know I'm talking about Animal a lot, but I'm being like Christine, where I'm like happy and in love, and I'm like very happy that this lawsuit is almost over. So he used to watch it back in the day. Like it's been a couple years since he watched it, but watch all of it. Apparently he didn't see the season where Mykelti gets married, and when they flashed Tony up on the screen, he's like, what the fuck is that?
Did he think that was also like a trans person? Like I originally
had no idea. I was like, oh, well, I paused. I'm like, that's Mykelti's husband. And he's like, what? Oh. Yeah. He's like, what's like wrong with him? And I'm like, well, he's just Tony. You see?
And he's Ozempic Tony now. Allegedly.
No, like he legitimately looks like he is in costume in a movie there, right?
He looks like my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Don't you dare.
No,
don't
he's
you dare
no Mandy.
bring
He'll never be a Mandy.
There's never be a Mandy, please.
All right, Jody. Right. What are we doing here? What do we got this week? Guys, first of all, you guys have been amazing. Thank you. You've made this. You made it's a long one. You guys weren't in here. This podcast would suck. So thank you.
So make sure you check out our Patreon this week. Whoa.
I didn't even do that. Okay, but here we go.
Okay. This week on Patreon, we are recapping all of our old seasons of Sister Wives from season 1, episode 1 to current. So right now we're on season 11, episode 10, the Newlyweds versus the Browns, which is great. It is Tony heavy episodes on Total Request Podcast. Also on Patreon, check that out. All the links are all over the place. We recapped an episode of American Monster. Send in your requests and we'll watch the shows for you. And on Girl Dinner, we have Amanda's old theater bestie and
the episode I almost tried to get us to just like, I'm like, can we just not post it? And you're like, we're posting it.
It's so not what you think it is. I promise.
Okay, well, I'm never going to re-listen to it, babe. So be nice. Also, guys,
Star of Come From Away.
What?
I said Star of Come From Away. So if Come From Away is going through your town, check it out.
Check it out. He plays the British man, Nick. And guys, the best thing you can do right now is hold off till this is done and go leave you guys were amazing with that last episode.
Amazing.
Wow.
Thank you guys.
Just leave a rewatch crew comment and be nice to each other. Be kind to each other out there.
That's right.
Except for Kody and Robyn and Aurora.
Next week, same time, same place, noon Central, every Monday. And Amanda, you can hit the outro. I will not, so we don't double click. I'm going to hold my shit down. I got it right
here, babe. Now, listen, you guys, and this is for you, Aurora and Brianna. You're all adults.
Bitches.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Aw, my bed. Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment and click on that bell if you want notifications because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast. That's patreon.com/trpod. And We Love to Hate TV. Patreon.com/Love to Hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.